I was watching the new Critical Role season 2 though.
I've only seen the intro, which is fantastic. Their intro for the new series is amazing. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious,
yeah. That's the one with the 80s, kind of the 80s. Yeah, you know what.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like Starsky and Hutch type.
But I saw that they posted it, and I'm super excited to watch it. But I just need time because Casey doesn't usually like to watch big long, like 3-hour-long D&D sessions.
I usually watch it
pretty arduous
when I'm waiting to fall asleep in bed.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
I'll listen to it while I'm doing work.
Yeah, that's another good time to
Or
do
if it's like you said, if I'm stuck somewhere not doing anything. Turn on. Alright.
Oh, and Thornock said he was going to rip the Red Wizard's arms off.
And eat it, kill him?
I don't know if there was anything after that. I think it was just the.
I just realized that the camera's backwards.
Uh-oh.
The M's on the wrong side. Not that one. That one. Now we're doubling up, man.
Whoa, there's 2 Corys.
I told you he had like infinite powers.
Content.
Infinite cosmic power. Itty bitty living space.
Is that good for Amy?
Oh, Rob. Yes.
Sweet.
I was gonna put some little markers for with our. You can see that I took away the bottom things. I was thinking I was gonna stick them on the corners for where people sat, so they all sit in the same place.
So Corey, based on your response, I'm assuming that you've never been to the pie.
No, I haven't.
Because to call cheese pull-aparts like cheese sticks, it's just like
I'm sorry if I offended you.
Insulting almost.
It's like calling you knife ears.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't do it.
I will punch you.
Which Akio was the surprising factor that started like the whole
initiative than me.
Yeah, so the cultist came up and told Lunera that she was a coward, right? And started berating her for killing her friend and whatnot. And she just kind of sat there and took it. And Ari tried to jump in and was like, hey, look, if you got a problem with this. And she stopped Ari and said, I'm not talking to you, Knife Ears, I'm talking to the Tiefling. And then he's like, I'm gonna punch her right now. And then and Lunera tried to stop him. She won initiative, which was surprising against Ari. And Thornock wanted to body slam her, and Braum tried to hold person Thornock, but it didn't work. Lunera was able to stop Thornock before it happened. Like everybody reacted all the time.
It was like Mexican stand-up.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like a total Mexican stand-up.
And before that, Ari's like, "Oh, good, Akio's not here to start a bar fight."
That's my favorite thing to do. I love beating up randos.
I mean, maybe we can end the night with a bar fight.
Maybe.
And then
We're going
bar
into the
fight.
dungeon tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna come too in a dungeon. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's right. Because I'm like, wait, go grab Akio.
Oh right, can't forget the wizard
over his shoulder.
Speaking of Thornock, do we have a Thornock?
Can you hear us, Thornock? Let's make sure the sound's pretty loud.
We're just sitting here in complete silence.
Blah, blah, blah. Hey, guys, I'm here. Okay, sound is up. Yes. Wood. Yeah. He is not in there just yet, but he's probably accustomed to me being late. All right. So last time,
On Harmon Quest.
yes. Everybody, we made it to the Roadhouse. You found out where the treasure was going. Thornock found his long-lost love and realized that she was trapped in the Roadhouse until you were able to kill the Red Wizard that cast the spell on her. And so you guys ended up finding this trap door that these lizard folk were carrying the contraband down into, and you were able to kill the lizard folk, and now you're in the tunnel on your way there.
Right.
And that's when Akio wakes up. He's probably slung over Viking style, so his legs are dangling in front of Thornock, and your head is probably looking. Your eyes probably open to get a face full of loinclothed butt.
Smells like orc.
Yep.
So I just wake up and just start
Smells like corn
barfing.
spirit.
Yeah.
Down his crack.
All right.
And then I go, put me down. Please.
Start another bar
Lord.
fight.
Luckily, there's no bar. It's just a tunnel.
Barf.
A barf.
Oh, a bar fight.
A barf.
Like you guys did with the end of.
Yeah, that was my other group. I ended up throwing up, and then somebody else threw up because they couldn't handle me throwing up.
Everybody threw a Constitution saving throw. Everyone threw up by everyone else.
Yep.
It was like Stand By Me.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
I ask him to set me down.
Okay. I'm going to assume that he does. Just because
he'll just keep carrying me.
I'm pretty sure he didn't want to carry you in the first place, so. Okay, so you guys are on your way down this tunnel. It continues on. It's probably about 6 or 7 in the morning at this point. It's actually like 6 in the morning when you guys left, I thought. It was pretty late.
I thought it was
pretty
like
early.
4.
Was it 4? Okay. Yeah. So then it's about 6 or 7 when you guys exit the tunnel. Everybody make me a perception check before you do that as you guys are walking down this tunnel.
How about a 26?
Okay.
Getting all my good rolls out of the way.
20.
Okay. Okay, first roll back and it gets a natural 20.
17.
17?
7.
Okay. And then
I'm oblivious.
is Rufus Priest online?
I don't see him yet, but I am also trying to get everything logged in everywhere.
Okay. I haven't seen any emails from him, so I'm assuming he's just running late, putting the kids to bed or something. So everybody, as you guys are moving down, the tunnel kind of carries sound back down the tunnel. It's a very long tunnel, and you can't see where the noise is coming from, but you do hear bestial voices ahead, growling and murmuring in indistinct Draconic.
Okay. This is before we
You speak Draconic, yes. So this is before you exit the tunnel.
And they're ahead of us.
This is pretty much like within the first 10 minutes that you guys are walking, you're hearing these voices and everything. You can't understand anything that they're saying just because the voices are so far away, but you can hear kind of this hissing and growling.
Okay. But he can't make it out even though he speaks the language.
Nope.
Really? Okay.
There's some Draconic speaker down there, so lizard-like some things.
Could I maybe creep up ahead? I don't know if I could catch him, but I can move pretty quick.
Or what if
Maybe
we
scout ahead
turn
and see if I can
him
find him
invisible and set him up?
and try and listen.
How are your spells looking today, bro? Because you haven't had a long rest
What's
yet.
the spell forecast for the day?
The spell forecast. So it seems that we have a spell drop coming in. Characters, come on.
That's right. You weren't quite able to finish your rest.
Yeah, well, he was able to do his long rest.
It was Lunera.
Yeah.
Lunera couldn't because she got interrupted, but he was pretty much topped up from the day before.
Right.
But you did have that fight with the lizard folk where you made 2 people invisible.
I do still have some 1 second level and 3rd level spell.
Okay.
I don't know if it's worth it. Let's just send Ari up front.
Because I can make 2 people invisible. Every level above that I cast it at, it'll let me add another person to the invisibility.
I'm gonna try and dash ahead.
Okay.
Stealth.
All right. So Ari, you're going to go ahead and scout ahead. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
It's a 10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you move ahead, and it's pretty quickly. You're ahead of the rest of the group. You're obviously you move better when you're alone and everything. You reach the end of the tunnel maybe about a half an hour before them. And you kind of creep out. You don't hear the voices anymore. And then you look out and you see that the tunnel kind of comes out. It almost looks like a giant stone pipe at this point. And you kind of come out and you just see the mire of the dead men spreading out before you. And then as you kind of look around, go ahead and roll me just a perception check.
That's a 13.
13. You're able to see, you kind of look around, you look off to the right and you see a trail, kind of this muddy trail of footprints of deep sunken lizard footprints.
Okay.
Like just is it a 3-toed? No, they have a 4-toed.
Like the ones that we've just fought.
Yeah, like the ones that you just fought, and they're just leading off. And you can tell that they're sunken down pretty hard, which would necessarily indicate that they're carrying something.
Okay.
And the ground is very soft here, but it's still, you can still clearly see these trails.
Okay.
Yep. And then the rest of the group catches up to you without any sort of, there's no incident, nobody comes back or anything like that.
Just go, hey, look. Lizard footprints that are sunken down as though they were carrying something. I'll bet those are the voices we heard.
They were heavy duty.
Well, should we follow them?
I think we should. Casey, I need the other.
Yeah, I agree. Let's follow.
Let's follow them. And
Okay.
I need to go get those pull-aparts out of the oven.
Ready?
If my alarm goes off, just turn it off.
Gonna get crazy.
Thank you.
Okay, onward, folks.
So you continue moving through the mire, and an alarm goes off.
We tripped an alarm.
What was that?
Oh no!
Red alert! Red alert!
Bleep.
Where was it?
That should be good at full print.
Nope.
So the first thing that you notice is that these tracks are very easy to follow. Where the mire is more solid, it gets a little bit difficult, but not a lot of the mire of the dead men is solid. A lot of it is sunken in. Most of the time you're in at least a foot or two of water and you're slogging through this swampy land, or paddling in Brahm's case sometimes.
Brom.
I beg your pardon.
We should have put you in Thornap's toolbox of holding.
Yes, that always works out good for people.
Hold your breath.
Yeah.
Well, no, we put a bottle of air in there.
A bottle of air. I have this.
No, I think in the rules, I think if you could put a bottle of air in your bag of holding, something that can live and breathe can go in there.
It's got 10 minutes of air for one living creature. The bag itself does. And then if you do put a bottle of air in there, I'm sure it would be
You can put
even
a bird in there. Maybe.
for 10 minutes.
Will it decompose?
If it's dead? Well, actually, no. If it uses up all of the air, it might not decompose. Because usually that's part of the decomposing process is air. So
That's a great question.
I mean,
Just dump it out.
as soon as you reach for something, it will suck more air into it, and then it will start decomposing.
All of a sudden, it just turns into dust.
Yeah.
Floats away.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
The dead bird.
Is dust.
All right, so you guys are going to travel along again. Most of this is just this slog through swampy wasteland, but you guys are keeping a cautious lookout, I'm assuming, because you are in the mire of the dead men. And I actually have to roll a few things here.
Hey, what did I miss? Am I getting mauled by a bear?
No, you guys are actually moving through the mire at this point. Yeah, it's a big bog. There's a lot of swampy wasteland. The entire thing is difficult terrain for those of you. So everybody is traveling at about half the speed. Yep. And you guys are moving along. I'm assuming this is your party order, with Ari up front doing the
usual.
Yep. And so
Do you want ranch or marinara?
ranch.
Good, because that's what I have more of.
It's because ranch is the best. So Ari, you are moving along, and you kind of step, and you take a few steps, and the ground kind of gets that soggy feeling, like you have to kind of pull your legs out kind of thing. And then it starts getting more and more soggy. And everybody else is kind of behind you because you've kind of been keeping the same distance ahead. And you realize that you are stuck in quicksand.
Uh-oh. Ah! I'm stuck.
In quicksand.
In quicksand.
Can I reach and try and pull her out?
Can I, like, acrobatics check my way out? Or?
So you can try a strength check to pull yourself out. He is 15 feet in front of you from the edge. Like as you kind of move forward, you kind of see where the start of this quicksand is.
Okay.
And he's about 15 feet out. So you can't just reach over and pull him.
Okay.
I get 15.
15?
Yeah.
That's actually enough. So you are able to kind of claw and shift your way out. And then you use your elfin agility to do the whole Legolas stand on the snow thing.
Nice. Run on the quicksand.
Yep. And you're able to step back off onto it, and you guys, you clearly see that the trail, because the trail is kind of spotty as it goes. Like when it gets to the harder ground, it's harder to see the tracks because they're not as pronounced. And you can clearly see now that the trail does weave around this quicksand.
Did any lizard folk fall in the quicksand?
No, it doesn't look like anybody else is in here at the time.
All right.
I mean, they could be under it. You could.
Sure.
Yeah. Ari didn't feel anything as she was struggling to get out, though. So. Okay. You guys continue on here, and okay, we are good. So you travel for the entire day, moving through well into the evening. The sun is beginning to set as you approach a camp. It isn't much of a camp, just a clearing that's slightly drier than the muck you've been wading through. But 4 wicker lean-tos and a stone platform command attention in this wilderness. 3 dugout canoes are drawn up near one of the lean-tos. A dozen yards beyond the campsite in the direction you've been traveling, dry land ends. Other than moss-covered trees, fallen logs, and thick clumps of reeds, nothing rises above the still black water. So this is camp.
Lunaire knows what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from the alligators. In that swampy water.
Tastes like mud.
It tastes like.
There's a representation of the camp
Giardia.
for you. These are
Tastes
delicious, by the
It's gonna
way.
be on in a minute. He's running with.
All right.
Righto.
So we come up this way.
Mm-hmm.
Fire, lean-tos, canoes.
So there's no fire. It's just a stone platform, but you can see that there's char marks on it, as if somebody used this as a. It's basically like, here's a hard place to put a fire if you need it.
We don't see any creatures.
Nope. Don't appear to be any around.
It's a trap.
Maybe. Let me stealth in and kind of scout around a little bit. But you guys be ready to bail me out.
As you.
So
I'm
I
always
want to
ready.
approach like
This, this lean-to kind of peek
Alright.
around.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check first.
yeah, you got a good cheesy one.
Yeah. Keith, you need to try those. They're delicious.
10.
10?
Not getting very good stealth roll.
Okay. So you kind of lean around, you knock over a basket, and have to kind of pick it up a little bit. There doesn't appear to be anything in here except for there is another small basket that seems to be filled with dried meat. It is smoked fish, actually.
Oh, yum. Well, as opposed to expending a ration, maybe we could have some fish tonight.
Okay. So you kind of explore the rest of the camp. Nothing seems. It looks like it's kind of been used, but not like it's not currently in use. You do find another basket of food in there as well, but this one is looks like it's some lizards and birds that have been smashed flat and dried in the sun.
Ew. Delicious.
Mm-hmm. But the rest of the camp is clear.
Okay. Well.
Or so we think it's clear.
Yeah. I want to check for traps, like especially around the canoes.
Okay.
Flip over all the
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Flip 'em over.
14. 14.
So, other than the 3 paddles in each of the canoes, you don't find anything in the canoes or in the lean-tos that indicate like a trap.
Okay. Well, do you guys want to camp here for the night? Set a watch. We could probably use the rest. It's been a long, boggy day.
I think Akio
getting
should take
athlete's
first
foot.
watch.
I'll take first watch.
Since, he's.
I don't need to sleep. I already slept.
Yeah, he's had quite the rest.
Okay, so you guys are gonna come into the camp here. So Akio's taking first watch. The rest of you are going to rest. We'll knock you down.
I'm still
Probably a
on my
lean-to each.
scimitar.
And yes, you don't have to worry about your rations. The dried, there's enough smoked fish.
and lizards and birds.
Actually, there's enough smoked fish for 4 of you,
Oh, okay.
but one person's gonna have to eat smashed
I
and
vote
dried
for the
lizard and bird. Yeah, okay. he's
kinda
he's not here, so going on.
It smells like.
Orcs will eat anything.
That's true. All right. Now, how do you do shifts? Do you do 2-hour shifts or 1-hour shifts?
I can take a 4-hour one.
I'll do 4 too, since I don't need a rest. We can cover that.
All right. So you're able to go through your shift. You don't see anything. Nothing jumps out at you from the swamp. Thankfully, it seems like this is a pretty safe area. Probably why a camp was built here. And then you're able to let Ari take over once she's done with her trance.
Perfect.
And you have all your spells prepared for the day that you want to use and everything. Okay.
Is that how they do that?
So everybody gets a long rest.
Okay.
Yay!
Perfect.
And right now, so everybody else, it's 8 hours for everybody. So that would be about.
So that means I can be up to full health.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you just hit the long rest button.
And it should
And it should reset everything for you.
Long rest. There you go.
It's glorious.
Take long rest.
So let's see here. What is your passive perception there?
17.
17.
I wish that I could just always, like, instead of ever roll for perception, can I just have my passive perception?
So passive is more just like your general awareness.
Sure.
And then
When you're actually looking.
when you're scrutinizing something, sometimes you can look too hard,
like,
and then
I'm much better when I'm not trying.
Right. It's like those things that pop up. It's like find the number 8 and all the 9s. And
But the other
Look
thing
for
is,
traps. I just want to kind of generally be
I just want to
aware.
poke my finger around.
but that's the other thing is like general awareness is like I'm hearing the sounds around me, but looking for a trap is very specific and narrow. It kind of focuses that gaze. So yeah.
Anyway, 17.
Yes. So then let's see here. So as you're sitting there, you start hearing the paddle of boats.
Okay.
They start slowly kind of slipping through the water, and you hear that same kind of guttural hissing and growling noises.
I instantly go, like, shake everybody awake.
Okay.
Quietly.
Everybody gets shaken awake.
Just say, somebody's coming across the water, let's hide.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Let's hide under a kayak.
yeah, where does everybody want to hide?
Let's hide under their canoe.
Like on the opposite side of the. You know what I mean? Like, back, how tall are these lean-tos?
They're like 3 feet tall. Like you're literally like sitting in them or laying in them most of the time.
All right. Let's just get like out of range. It's still kind of dark, right?
Yes.
So let's get like back here.
Did you have a fire at this point, by the way?
No. Because all the food was dried.
Yeah.
Let's get back here and like I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Someone's been eating my food.
So we all get plus 10 to our stealth.
Okay, so everybody can go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Okay, stealth check, everyone.
Oh, stealth.
And add 10. 24. Actually, 32.
Wow.
23.
15 plus 10 is going to be 25 plus 6. It's going to be 21, 31.
29 for me.
29. Wow.
Vanish.
Yeah.
Stealthy.
I'm a twig, actually.
Everybody's going to be alright.
Do we need to roll for a Thornock?
Yeah, somebody just roll for him really quick.
I'm rolling all get his stats up.
No pressure.
15.
15
5 plus the 10. And
Any bonus you may have.
Wait, where are they?
he's trying
Probably
to
a 0.
I have a higher dex as a barbarian.
This is just being really slow. Let me try a different one. Let's probably make it. Alright, campaigns. Thornock, where you at, brother? Campaign. This one's still loading.
he did ace.
Hey, it did.
Hey everyone.
There it is!
Hey!
Roll me a stealth check.
His stealth is +1.
So 20.
What's up?
That would have been 16.
So 26? Yeah. That should be enough.
Look.
Actually, Actually, 16.
No, because it was
16
five.
is
So I,
with the
You
plus-
rolled a 5.
yeah,
Okay.
I thought you rolled a 15.
No.
Plus one.
Thornock, roll me a stealth check.
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
Plus 10.
Plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, okay, yeah.
We'll take
That
it.
was a practice round.
Sure.
I'll let it slide this time. So 2 more canoes eventually pull up. You see coming into, not the light, everybody but Akio can see.
I can hear.
As 9 more lizard folk come into the camp.
I may be blind, but I'm not deaf. Oh, hello.
5. I'm assuming you're letting them get into the camp. As
Yeah.
well. Mostly because otherwise there's not enough room. 8 and 9. Sorry, that guy's drunk. That's the Akio of the group. Oh, jeez. Okay. So they come into the camp and you see them start kind of, they start rummaging around a little bit. They look like they're taking a little bit of a break. And
Hear anything of?
yeah, so they're speaking to each other and they're just like, they're talking about general kind of like, can't believe we have to do this every night where the bully will just get to sit in that castle. And another one's like, yeah, it's terrible, but hey, this is all for that dragon's protection. And they all just kind of continue discussing things like that.
What's the radius on Fireball? 30?
I
5,
think
10, 15,
20 or 30.
25, 30.
Fireball is
20.
a radius of
So you could hit like all of these guys, just not.
a 20-foot radius.
Oh, just 20.
But I could do the lightning 5 feet in a straight
Right
line.
there, you could go 10, 10. Not quite that guy. 10, 10. You could take all those guys, just not those. You could take 5 of them.
Should we take him out? Should we wait?
No, let's take him out.
All right.
I want it, but wait.
I have surprise, so I'd have advantage.
Right.
So you guys will get a surprise
it's a
round.
deck
Yeah.
saving throw, so they would have disadvantage.
I want
Did they
to.
have?
Yeah.
Did they say that they had anything with them that they set down?
No, they had the canoes that they drug up onto the bank with them.
Because I could also cast Shadow with you.
They all seem to be wearing their standard kind of, your lizard folk garb, which is basically nothing. And they all have, some have clubs, some have spiked shields, some have like javelins with kind of their crudely made wooden javelins, that sort of thing.
So I want to stealth over here.
Did you
Okay.
say spears?
No, javelins, different.
And for
It's in the spear class.
fireballs.
Okay.
Stealth check, I assume.
No, I'm giving it to you guys. You guys were able to sneak in there.
Okay, cool.
Just fine.
And then I'd say let loose.
All right, I look at Brom. You want to do shadow with me?
I don't think you guys. These guys were pretty weak. Well, I mean, whatever.
No, because he can shatter over there, and I can fireball over there. We can take them all out.
That's true.
Deal. Let's go.
So, okay,
Because we know these guys are.
I'll pick off any stragglers.
let's do it.
So let's go ahead and roll some initiatives. For this. And I'll call you out in just a moment here.
That was like the worst initiative roll I've ever had.
What?
There's still one big cheesy pull apart left, and a little not very cheesy one.
Perfect.
Oh, good, thank you.
Corey?
Some of the lizards are like,
What are cheesy pull-aparts? cheesy pull-aparts?
Cheesy. If you don't want to, I'll take it. That's fine.
I've already had like 5.
Just set it right on the plate there.
ooh.
Okay. So we're gonna start tonight with Thornock. What'd you roll for initiative, buddy?
What'd you do?
20.
20.
Beautiful.
Akio.
10.
Ari.
6.
Brahm.
2. Plus 3, 5.
5.
I was like, 2? What'd you roll this? How do you do that?
Lunera.
5 as well.
Well,
All right, so the first one to react or to be able to go in is Thornock if he wants to, or if you want to tell him to hold back, or if he wants to hold back.
Hold back. He's gonna fireball him. You'll get caught in the flame.
Hurt from Brom's shadow.
Just go in. Kill them all. Whirlwind.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, because then I'll lose surprise.
No, they won't.
You all get surprised.
okay,
for the full round.
Do what you want.
I will hold my action until the fireball leaves his hand.
Okay, and then it is.
And I would like to rage as a bonus action.
Beautiful.
Well, you'll be able to take your full turn on your turn, so you're basically just holding yourself in the initiative order. So, but yes, once you get to your turn, you'll be able to rage.
Perfect.
Let's see. What we do?
Would you like to borrow?
Sorry, I'm just organizing initiative here so that I don't have to search for long.
An 8 and 1 or 1.
Okay, and then it is Akio's turn.
I had 2 of them.
Okay, so I'm good. So I'll cast Fireball.
Okay.
And in the area where it can hit,
The
what did we
most.
say 4?
I think there was 5. If you go in that,
If I go in that kind of corner right here,
go in that
Right.
middle dude. Yeah, that guy.
and then we can get that guy, that guy, that guy.
It goes 10, 10, 10, 10. That guy's just out of range, right?
Okay, so 5. I'll get those 5.
Okay.
So they have to make a dex.
This is a new spell, so what does it look like first of all?
It is a
Ball of fire?
purple ball of fire,
Okay.
but instead of going like straight at, it goes up, so everybody looks at it and then dive bombs them.
Oh, I like that. So it's sort of like a flare in the beginning, and everybody kind of gets a moment to look up, and then just immediately like meteors downward. I like it.
Hey, look at me.
And they have to make a dex throw.
Yeah, 14.
Okay, and they have disadvantage because of the
Right.
surprise. That's a failure. Failure.
All right, what do we got?
8 times 6.
8d6.
That's a
Oh my gosh.
success. A failure
10.
and a failure.
6.
So one of them
8.
succeeds.
11,
And there we go.
12, 23. And do I get one? No, that was it.
That was it.
Okay, 23 damage. That was
23 fire damage.
Half if they make their dex save, right?
Yeah, but they did not.
One did.
Oh, 1 did? Okay.
Yeah, so what's the half damage?
11. 11, yeah.
And down.
Now, is this a killing fireball?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So these 4 are wiped out. Incinerated.
Yes.
And this, what was the half damage again?
11.
11. And that one, he rocks forward as this purple fire just engulfs him, but he's able to kind of duck and weave out of it.
See the little text to pop above their head that says overkill.
And Ari.
I'm gonna hold my action. You want to shatter? Okay, I'll hold my action until shatter.
Braun.
Yep, I have my shatter pre-rolled. That's a dex or wisdom constitution saving throw 14.
Constitution. Okay.
Otherwise it's 10 damage.
Fail. And how many are you, like, where are you
This is a
throwing
10-foot
this?
radius. I'm gonna do it.
Probably here.
Yeah, basically right there, trying to hit those guys. There's a 10-foot radius, 10-foot sphere, and yeah, it's
Okay, it's going to hit them all. What is the damage?
it's going to be 10.
10 damage?
And
Okay.
did any of them make their saves?
No.
Okay, so the full save. Yeah, so it just does full damage. And then if they have anything that they have, material, stone, crystal, things that they left out, also takes damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Akio and say, I like your style.
Alright, these guys should be easy pickings.
And then they run away.
And
So they all kind of hold their ears and hiss as you do the damage, and these 2 lean-tos just shatter into pieces.
Oh,
I want to use my movement. Get away.
So the surprise round, you only get 1 action.
Only one
You
action, so
get-
there's no movement.
You only get the action.
Cool.
You can do your bonus action still, but not your
Perfect.
movement. All right, and then I believe Thornock was holding his action until now.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna rage and I'm gonna murder the closest person.
Get him! Get him!
Roll attack.
Yep.
26.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll me damage.
Dang.
11.
Yeah, that's enough to kill it.
Nice.
I'm moving to the next one.
So that'll be your full movement for this round, just because again it's surprise. But you did kill it.
Oh, right.
And then it is Ari.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to the
Okay.
guy that's closest and attack. 17 to hit.
Wait. Yes. I'm just assuming like
12 damage.
this is gonna be quick. 12 damage is enough to kill it.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And then I don't get my second attack because
If you want, you could throw a Dart?
No, that's fine.
Destroy
I'll
him.
wait.
Leave nothing behind.
Actually, well, yeah. You know what? I might be able to do enough with the dart. I'll chuck a dart at the next closest one.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And come on, I need a good roll here. I think I'm gonna finish him 6 damage.
Okay, that's not enough to finish him, but you definitely did some damage. Obviously. So then it is Lunira. Now, I don't think you can get up to them with your action this time because you're still in kind of difficult terrain.
Okay.
But you can throw an axe at one of them if you want.
Hey, Brom, should I ask them a question?
So you could probably make it
All
up
right.
to about
Axe away.
here.
I will throw an axe.
Okay.
I bet you polished off that guy that I just hit with the dart.
Well,
Okay.
let's not make that.
Hey, come on, confidence.
All right, confidence is
The dice can tell.
They can, they really can.
Yep.
If you think you're gonna roll a 20, you're gonna roll a 20.
I'm gonna roll a 20.
There's a 1.
I'm gonna roll a different one.
There's a 1.
13 plus. Let's
Split the
see,
difference. Yeah, 6.
Let's see. Wait,
Good thing that first one out.
the 13. So just plus the hit damage, right? Or that
Well,
hit.
plus-
No, plus your
two hit.
I think it's plus 6.
Yeah.
The 2 hit. So that's the 6. So 19.
19 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wait. 4 plus the 3 is 7 damage.
That's enough to take it out.
Got him.
All right, up to the top of the round.
So I already get my axe.
Well, then Martin.
Which
The lizard goes, I got it. There are 2 lizard folk left. They both appear to be very distressed and distraught as their entire party was
Like
just
a-
wiped out.
Like the worst.
we're tactical now. We started out all terrible, but now we're tactical. We're like SEAL
Like a
Team 6,
well-oiled
but
machine.
whatever.
Thornock, it is your turn
With
first.
some artillery fire
I go to the closest guy and I murder him.
Let's see, how much...
He likes to murder a lot.
I have 40 feet of movement.
Okay, yeah, you can get up to that guy.
Get him.
He's like any of the Shakespeare guys, you know, he just likes to murder everyone.
15.
15 will hit.
Then he loves people.
He's Brutus.
Yeah.
Brutus?
Yeah.
No, he's
no, that's
I was
Brutus.
trying to think. I was like, maybe he's like Hamlet, but no.
12 damage.
Titus?
That's another
I
dead
don't know.
lizard folk.
Alright, should we save this guy
So I pull out one of my javelins and I throw it at the other guy because I don't think I have enough movement to get over there.
No, you do not. You used all your movement to get
Aim
here.
for his feet.
We're
Don't kill
gonna
him.
knock this one out. If we
I
can.
aim for his knee.
Yeah, pin him to the ground.
Go ahead and roll me an attack check then.
Ouch. Through the knee. It's in the bone. It's in the bone.
21.
That will hit.
Please low damage.
Well, that's enough to take him out. Let's just see how much we take him out. All right, you hit him in the knee, and he goes collapsing and just starts like hissing and rolling around and holding on to his knee. But that is the encounter.
Yay!
Well done, guys. Well done. First things first. Experience, obviously.
Ding! We do like 10 more of those so I can hit.
I think we need more than 10. Just kidding.
Let's kill a dragon. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work out good for you guys.
First dragon will be fine. Let's do this.
Dragon.
Hey Tiamat, let's go.
Do they have level 5 dragons?
180 experience points.
Woo!
Let's see. Do they have... Here. They have a challenge rating 1. Challenge rating 8. Challenge rating 15. Challenge rating 20.
8 would turn us into ash and cinder.
All right, so combat is over.
Okay. Let's go up to lizard folk and
You got to talk to him because you're the only one who can.
Okay.
Hey, you.
He's a parcel done.
So he kind of like looks around nervously at all of you, and then he goes, "You kill friends?
Aww.
yes, you kill your friends.
Why?
Wrong camp, buddy. Wrong camp.
This lizard folk camp.
My camp now.
Are you speaking to him in common or draconic? Sorry, I should point out he was speaking common up to that point.
Oh, he was speaking common?
He was speaking.
Oh, then I'm speaking common.
Okay. All right.
No need to mask the conversation from everybody.
Yeah.
Say, where were you taking those goods that you stole?
We take them to Castle Natar.
And what's in Castle Natar?
Lots of things.
Lots of Natar.
Is that where the cult of the dragon is pulled up?
Dragon kneelers there, yes.
Dragon killers.
As well as my people.
And then he kind of spits on the ground.
Bullywugs.
We met the Bullywugs earlier, right?
You did encounter a tribe of bullywugs on the trail north.
Okay. And did we have someone explain to us what they are? So we have context?
Yeah, you guys kind of pieced together knowledge from afterwards. Bullywugs are basically humanoid frogs.
Oh, that's right.
Frog.
Amphibian humanoids. I'll actually pull up a picture so that you can all see what they look like. No, not beholders.
Or like a boot, like on the killing blow.
Yeah.
Turns into like a boot. Or like a ram's head.
There's a picture for the stream, and everybody else can take a look.
Nice. What's the one on the left?
The one on the left is a
That's what I
bullet.
was thinking. Ninja frogs.
They're like big tunneling monsters.
Burrow.
Yep.
Burrow.
Ninja froggies.
And he looks at all of you and he goes,
You trying to stop dragon kneelers?
That's the plan, yes.
Snapjaw may help.
Who's Snapjaw?
He's
You?
Snapjaw.
Snapjaw is me.
How would you help us and why?
Is difficult to explain in primitive tongue.
Go ahead and
Speaking in Draconic.
and ask him.
Oh, I asked him, why would you help us?
"Oh,
And
well,
how?
I'm glad that one of you speaks Draconic."
We can have
He has a British accent all of a sudden.
much more intelligent conversation.
Snapjaw?
Snapjaw.
Yes. The dragon cultists came to Castle Natar and agreed to let us help them in exchange for protection from the nearby black dragon. But we didn't realize what we were getting into, and we've kind of become second-class citizens under those damnable bullywugs.
Black dragon, you're saying? You have a knife in your chest.
I killed his friends.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm certainly not happy that you guys have murdered all of my companions.
Well, Snap judgment. You know, everybody over on this side of the swamp is pretty bad.
Didn't
heard.
Normally I'd agree with you, but not in this case.
Ask him if he has other friends.
Yep. Do you have other friends?
Many
that
lizard
won't kill?
folk live in
Okay.
Castle Neatar, and I've been trying to push them towards rebellion so that we can kill our foes.
Maybe we could be the tipping point.
My thoughts as well.
What do you guys think?
What did he say?
I feel like
All we heard was a bunch of. I say, yeah, it's worth a try if these are an oppressed people.
Let us save the lizard folk.
But how would we get them to help us, and what happens if? I mean, what's your plan? I'd say that, or I guess I can say that. in
Yeah,
common.
he can understand he can understand a bit of common.
Plan to break apart alliances.
Okay. And what would our involvement be?
Divide and conquer.
Kill Bullywug leader.
Seems easy.
In exchange, I get you into castle.
Okay.
perfect.
Fair enough.
Sorry about your friend.
And he looks over at like one in particular, and you can just hear like the violin music playing.
Oh, I don't feel that bad. These guys are like chaotic evil, aren't they? Come on.
I don't know if they have alignments anymore.
Says-
Neutral.
Would I?
I just hand him my flask.
Would I
say I don't know if you people drink this, but here you go.
He
Sorry,
drinks it all.
the experience.
Can I
It helps.
Can I do a history
No.
check to see how, if like the lizard people's involvement with like human affairs, how that's
Sure.
been in
Yeah.
that region?
Mhm.
Just to say, oh, here's your.
Hey.
5 plus history for 9.
9. All you know about the Mire of the Dead Men is that it's very dangerous.
So lizard folk, nothing.
Yeah, nothing really about the lizard folk and who they align with
Quite
and everything.
dangerous out here. I don't know. You could get hit by a fireball at any moment. You should be careful.
He still has the javelin in his knee.
We should take that.
Who has the best medicine?
I will help him with the staff.
I have a 0, so. Oh, you have the staff? Okay.
I said, here, let
I
me go.
have a +2 for medicine.
All the above. I said, if you like, we can look at your wounds, friend, and heal you up as an
Be
apothecary.
nice.
The nice thing would be to just put you out of your misery, but we need you.
Akio, why would you say that?
We just killed his
He's
friends.
drunk,
I
he's
don't
not
know
gonna
if we're-
remember.
If this guy really thinks we're on his side.
I'm gonna use.
And they have been like stealing from the greenest people and working for the cult of the dragon, and
Because they're forced to.
they weren't forced to.
They
were
did this on their own
offered,
free will, and then went,
they
wait, we
said
don't like
yes,
it now.
and now they're just unhappy because somebody else is higher than them on the totem pole.
Alright, I'm gonna heal him with 1 charge for 1d8 plus 3.
Okay.
6. That's 9.
Okay, yep, that's he'll be back up. The javelin's out of his leg and it's all healed.
I'm deeply
Oh, I
sorry.
get my dart out of the.
Yeah,
person that-
and I'm assuming Lunar grabs her axe as
She's
well.
buried her axe.
Hopefully that
Can I
doesn't leave
grab
a
my
mark.
fireball back?
If it does leave a mark, you know, the ladies love it. Take it from me.
Scars is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready to move?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Actually, can I rest for? Can I take a short rest?
If you need to, yeah.
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
I will
Do it now.
deal with my friends.
And he moves over and he starts checking bodies for pulses and things like that. And then just starts like moving the bodies off.
I'm gonna use my arcane recovery
I wanna
to
try
get
and,
my spell slot back.
Okay.
I wanna try and help him if it's okay with him.
Yeah, me
Inter the
too.
dead.
Okay. Yeah, like he readily accepts the help, and you guys are able to kind of stack the bodies off to the kind of. He stacks them near the edge, and then slowly like rolls them into the water as he's speaking in Draconic, asking for the great swampy spirits to take them to the mud pie in the sky.
We've been fighting these lizard folk since this campaign began.
No, we've only fought kobolds.
That's not true. We fought some in. There were some in the
cavern.
In the cavern.
Those were troglodytes.
I said that last time. Fine, we fought some last time.
Yes.
Just tell yourself that, it makes you feel better.
That's right. I'm going to justify my wanton murder.
To be fair, they probably would have attempted to kill you too.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
true.
We were striking first.
Kill or be killed.
Okay, so you guys spend an hour, and anybody who took damage, never mind. You recover your chi point.
That's what I'm looking for. Those pass without a trace spells are expensive.
So the canoes can hold 5 normal-sized humans in one canoe, or you can do, or if you're like really heavily laden with anything, you can do about 2 and your packs.
Split up.
So let's see.
Like the fellowship at the end.
And I'm gonna replace
going down there
Jaw with
Frodo.
letters.
2 by 2.
Yep, 2 by 2. We're gonna see the giant hands.
Giant hands. Yeah.
So here are the canoes. Who's going in which?
I'm gonna go. I want to be on the prow of one of those, watching, kind of like the George Washington thing.
Okay.
Crossing the Delaware.
Who is on the other boat?
Okay.
Because I want to do that on that boat.
Yeah. We're both gonna follow it. Just wait. Or we're gonna take the canoe.
Tornok, go with Brahm, and the other Brahm.
Oh, Brahm. The other Brahm.
The other Brahm.
And
Little Robin Brown.
keep the lizard with you guys.
Okay.
And we'll go in. Because Thornok's probably the scariest, so he's the least likely to. He was the one that put the javelin through his knee.
It's true.
I want to murder everyone.
Do you keep the lizard folk in front of you, Thornok, or do you let him be behind you?
Yeah. I tell him I'm going to throw him into the river if he tries anything. And then stab him in
So I
his
think he
face.
wants him in the middle.
Put him in the middle.
Thornok will break lizard man's head like sparrow's egg between his thighs.
So you guys start going through the swamp. Basically, from here on out, it is all watery. Yes, there are banjos playing. Mostly Brahm is playing a banjo. I don't know where you got a banjo. It's very sophisticated.
I'm playing the lute like a banjo.
He got it off one of the bodies.
So you guys, and as you guys are moving along, Snapchat points out, like, turn there, go this way. And you can see that where he's pointing to are these hanging kind of ropes and these totems that are they look like they're marking the path for you. So I need to do.
Might get lost here.
Looks like it's a pretty safe journey for you guys.
No bullywugs.
Oh, no bullywugs.
Now.
I'm going to play whack-a-mole.
I couldn't find without people talking.
So you guys are traveling along, and then so you're all rowing along, and then all of a sudden Snapchat just stops, and he looks over to the left, and then he starts paddling the opposite way to start turning the canoe, and he says, "We must leave. We must leave."
That means we should go on.
What's coming? Why?
The weed that walks approaches.
Where?
I asked him in Draconic what he means. Obviously, it's not translated.
That's all we call it. Like it's the weed that walks. And then as he's like imploring you guys to leave, which I'm assuming as adventurers you guys would never leave any sort of situation.
I just tell him, calm down.
You see some of the moss in this part of the swamp bubble up and then rise up out of the water, and this giant creature made of moss and plants
Swamp Thing
comes out of the
Oh my gosh.
and we're gonna roll another initiative here. does not get a...
Tree Beard, is that you?
It's Treebeard's aquatic cousin.
24.
His name's Groot.
I am Groot!
That will represent this creature. That is not this creature, but it will represent it.
Perfect.
I'm last.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know.
Unless you got a critical fail.
Critical fail.
Lunera.
4.
Oh, we tied.
2 plus 2. 4.
That would be a 7.
7.
I don't know where bro
Ari.
these
24.
episodes.
It's hard to talk to himself. What do you think? That I
Akio.
see 4. Interesting to do.
And Thornock.
What I'm trying to do. I said this is a bad idea.
Okay.
It's his internal dialogue. When he speaks English. I don't know why. I always think tieflings have a Russian accent.
That's
Like
fine.
dwarves have a Scottish accent,
Mm-hmm.
and then elves are just British.
Proper.
So the mound rises up and it turns towards Braum and starts wading through the water. And it's going to make 2 attacks against you.
Wow, bro.
I got one attack.
It got really good initiative. So the first one is
I'm gonna maintain my thing as long as I can.
a 21 to hit.
That just barely hits.
Just barely. Yeah.
Your AC is 1.
That's 13.
Pretty bad.
That's going to be 15 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Whoa.
And then the second attack is a 10 to hit.
Miss.
So it smacks you with the first one, and then it kind of brings up a viney arm to grab at you, and you duck under the canoe as it's, well, not under the canoe, but you duck into the canoe, and it just kind of goes over and whips around a little bit.
Oh, what would you do?
Thornock, it is your turn.
I would like to rage.
Okay.
And am I close enough that I can attack it very well? Or
No, so if you want to move on the canoe, you have to roll an acrobatics check to avoid falling out of it and weave around your friends.
yeah, I'll make that roll.
Or you could just swim.
No, I'll make the acrobatics roll.
Okay.
Don't drink the water.
That's a given.
18.
An 18, yeah, that's enough. So you'll be able to kind of move around. Snapjaw's hunkered down, so you're able to kind of leap over him and make it up to the shambling mound.
And I'm going to attack it twice.
Okay.
He's going for
So
it.
roll the first attack for me.
Natural 20.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. And remember, we're rolling once and then doubling it this time. Or from now on.
Plus your bonus.
20.
20. Okay. You slice into it.
Get a critical and roll.
And then roll your next.
That's another natural 20.
Are you kidding? No! Shenanigans! Shenanigans!
It's real. I'll take a picture of it.
Well, that doesn't help me now. Roll damage.
We should have a live feed of his dice roll.
We should.
Maybe not a bad idea.
People see our faces, but people will see yours.
14.
14 damage for that one? Okay. So you deliver 2 great cleaves to it, and you cut away a bunch of the moss, but it doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. And then it is... Oh! Ari, I apologize. You actually had initiative there.
That's okay. Let's see.
You actually went before the mound, too.
Oh, I was like, it got it better than a 24.
Mm-hmm. I totally was not looking.
So, I mean, I guess I'm trying to figure out what my options are here. If I were to jump in the water and swim to it, it's not like I can. I mean, can I attack it if I'm?
Yep.
If I'm swimming.
Yeah, or you guys can row your boat up alongside it.
Let's row our boat.
Yeah, I mean, can we? How much movement is that going to take?
We can do kind of just a combined.
Quickly up the stream.
Just acrobatics check or dexterity check from all of you, not acrobatics specifically.
Okay.
So let's do a combined dex check. Yep.
Not great. 11.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, 3. Acrobatics.
Oh, sorry.
No, dexterity.
Dex. Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a dex save?
No, just check.
Check.
So just add your dex bonus on the left there.
Your modifier.
7 plus 1, 8.
No, you won't be able to. Like, you kind of start trying to maneuver it, but you guys aren't coordinated enough. It probably gets about here.
I'm just gonna jump in and try and attack it.
You could probably do like a leaping kick.
Yeah.
Roll me just an athletics check to leap.
You got it. You can do it.
You can.
15.
Yeah. Okay. You can leap there, and then you can smack it on your way down into the water.
Land on its hide and start.
Okay.
Bicycle kick.
Okay, so first attack will be 13.
13. That is going to miss.
Okay.
You can't get quite through the natural armor.
Hide.
Yep.
Okay, second attack is this 18.
That one will hit.
Sorry, 19. For 5 damage.
5 damage.
And then I'm gonna spend a key point.
Okay.
And do a couple of rounds.
Remember to do that before you roll your second attack.
Okay.
Because it's your bonus action for spending the key point for a flurry.
Got it. Okay, so the first attack is a 23.
23. This will be your last attack.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Oh, sorry. You're level 5. That was your extra attack.
Right.
My apologies.
Okay.
I'm still getting used to you guys actually being, high level.
I kept doing the same thing.
So that one is
Oh,
8 damage.
What?
Okay.
And then second is 20 for 7 damage. So 7 plus 8 is 15.
Okay.
Plus 5 is 20.
So you pound on it a little bit. It throws you off into the water with a splash, but you definitely chipped away at a little bit of the mossy hide.
Okay.
And the creature. And then it is Thornark went, so it's Brom's turn.
Right. I would like to look at this little fledgling monster.
Fledgling?
Fledgling.
Towering over?
Fledgling.
Yeah, fledgling.
It just goes muck.
I'm going to. Is it a humanoid?
Roll me a nature check.
Come back here. That's a 16 inside the bag.
Beef jerky.
That's a 16.
16.
Plus nature is going to be
That makes me want jerky.
Yeah. Speaking of our new blah blah, that's 14. So that's 20.
It is a plant.
That's a plant. Okay. Then in that case,
This giant mound of moss and vines is a plant.
Because in that case, Brom would not try and cast hold person on a person that's not a person.
Hold plant.
I don't have hold plants.
Hold plant.
Anybody have a pot that we can put it in?
I am going to. Does it look like its attention is still on me at this point?
No, it's actually looks like it's turning its head towards Thornark.
How deep is the water?
Ari is treading water.
So is it like
So she's treading. Means she's,
treading. Okay,
yeah,
I see. What
she's
got it.
swimming.
Okay, swimming.
So it's deep for you.
Very.
I'm gonna take a look at the water, and and then I'm gonna look back at it, and I am going to, I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
At the second level.
Doesn't it do disadvantage if it's arranged?
I don't know if it's. That's a good question. I don't know.
I can never get a clear answer on that with when I'm looking here, I think.
I can't remember on spellcasting if it's... I think it's probably is a disadvantage if it's a attack spell. Or does it not allow you to do it at all?
Is it a humanoid?
No, it's not a human. It's a plant.
What you doing to it?
We're seeing if I can cast a spell in close proximity to it.
So it says most spells require attack rolls for range attacks. Remember that you have a disadvantage on range attack rolls. So no, it doesn't have any sort of...
Unless it's like an Eldritch Blast or something that I have to roll an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's just, I just talked to him.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, what's that smell? Sounds terrible. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that you? You smell horrible.
So what does it have to roll?
It's a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Okay.
I'm mucking your hair.
It fails.
Tell it doesn't work.
So it will take
Fight
a
us.
full 46 to... 5 to 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 14. That's 14 damage, and it will try and move away from me. It's move speed on the failed save. And then after that, it's fine, but there's no disadvantage or anything else after that. Just uses its reaction to move away. Which, question, if it moves away from me, do I get an attack of opportunity?
Or would that be considered?
As a reaction, yeah. Well, it can take
As long as I have a
the
reaction.
disengage action.
That's true.
But
That's true.
it has to move its full speed, doesn't it say?
Yeah, it says if available to move as far speed as allowed away from me using its immediate reaction.
Okay. That will happen on its turn, right? Or does it happen?
I would assume so, yes.
Okay.
So,
You said it was dissonant whispers.
just no whispers, yes.
I just want to look it up and make sure.
It says discordant melee, creature can hear, racking with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it must immediately use its reaction if available because it's a reaction.
Okay, so
not
it's
its
reaction to move as far as its speed allows. Okay, so it uses its reaction and it goes.
But it will not go any obviously dangerous ground.
2, 3, 4. It just kind of like stomps back through the water.
So since it moved, would that give like? Any
Yeah, because it's its reaction. So Thornock and Ari get an attack of opportunity. So does Braum. Well, actually, I don't think you can do reactions on your turn.
That's
so
what I
you
would
don't.
have thought. I would have thought so.
20.
20 that will hit.
Aha! For 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. Thornock, what about you for your attack of opportunity?
19.
Okay, what's the damage?
So smelly. Walking in a bubble.
9.
9. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Yep. And then it kind of stops and shakes off the fugue of your mental command, and it starts looking for its next victim.
I want to use my movement to just hide in the
And then it's Braum and no, not Braum. Lunera and Akio. Which one of you has better dex? I think you have the same.
Yeah.
I think they're the same, aren't they?
Which one of you have better intelligence?
Yes,
then?
13.
Intelligence is a +7.
Yeah. I think you go first.
Okay. How bad does he look?
He looks like a shambling mound of.
We can't really
moss
tell.
and
I can't
plants.
tell. Okay.
He's not bleeding.
Well, I'm gonna assume since he's a plant, fire's gonna hurt him.
I bet that's a good assumption.
So I'm gonna do firebolt
Okay.
and just see what happens.
Do it. Set its ass on fire. Or head.
So 25 to hit.
25 will hit. What is the damage?
It is 4.
4 damage. So the firebolt streaks out and hits and just kind of sizzles against the mound, but it's very damp earth
Okay.
and actually does not do as much damage.
Maybe he's resistant.
Okay. Good to know.
It's like green wood, hard to start it on fire.
Yeah.
And then you have a movement. Do you want to use it for anything?
Yeah, I want to try and do a backflip backwards.
Okay, well, roll me an acrobatics check.
I just want to get out of the way.
Jump ship.
5.
Funny doll.
So you do the backflip right into the water.
Yes. Hey, I don't want to get hit by this guy.
doing a barrel roll.
Lay off the drink, man.
I just saw Ari do like some amazing. She jumped and beat him up. And I was like, I got really inspired. I was like, yeah.
And you don't quite complete the backflip before you hit the water, so it's a belly flop.
I'm imagining Steely from SNL.
It's okay, you have thick robes.
Yeah.
It softens the
They're
blow.
dragging me down to the bottom of the swamp.
Okay.
Top of the... No, it's Lunera.
He wants to exclude me.
I'm excluding everybody tonight, apparently.
This is an exclusive.
Alright, I will go ahead and...
So if you're moving up, you're rolling me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Acrobatics check, here we go. Let's do 17.
Yeah, you make it.
Okay, good.
So you make it right up to the creature.
Alright, time for some
I mean,
thunder
you
and
still
lightning.
successfully got away from the mound. So thunder and then lightning.
Wait, I gotta pull it up.
Play like 8 seconds so that we don't get shut down by
So
Twitch.
should I just re-roll that?
No.
I mean, because I gotta wait for the music.
This is your 2 attacks for your attack and extra attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
belly flop.
I'll show you two
Put it
again.
on that Twitter.
Oh. So what's your first attack?
Alright, first attack 16 plus 6, 23.
That will hit. And what's the second attack?
Second attack is a 8.
8 will miss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, and then you can roll your bonus attack too if you want to do
just
that.
the thunder.
Well,
Just, and then we can do all the
Okay.
damage after.
oh, perfect. And then 18 plus 6,
Yeah.
24.
Yep.
Okay, so
So
now,
you get the
Two.
2d6 and then you add your modifier twice.
Okay. So 8 plus 3 plus 3. So 8 plus 6, 14.
14 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feeling the dice.
Anything anything else that you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'll do...
Do a backflip.
That works so well.
No.
You would launch the canoe at him. You're the only one on it.
You're gonna go all aerial on him, get the spirit of spearman.
I think I would like to do my action surge and
Okay.
do another attack.
Another attack, so you get 2.
So, so it'd just be the...
Yep.
How often do you get to use action search?
Action surge is once per short rest. Did you crit?
So one was a crit, yes.
Uh-huh.
Of 19 because...
19 and 19 crits.
19 crits. And then also 15 plus...
15, did you say 15?
15 plus 6, so...
That will hit, yes.
Yes, so now...
So you roll the first attack and double it. No, just roll the first attack and double.
6 times 2, 12.
So max damage. So 15 damage on the first one. And then roll the damage for the second one.
Okay. 4 plus 3, 7.
7 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. You definitely hack off a good portion of it. You just come in and just like keep slicing at it. It's trying to reach you with its vines, and you just keep like cutting them away. And then it is Ari's turn again.
All right. I just want to swim over to it and climb back up on its back and keep pummeling.
Okay.
All right. First attack is 13.
13 will miss.
Second attack is 8.
That will miss as well.
Okay, key point. See if I can make some oh, natural 20.
Okay.
So that is it's critical. Gosh dang it. Nice. 12 plus 4 is 16.
Do you have a cool way to kill it?
Yeah. I just wanna punch my hand like up
So
into the maw and
basically-
like find whatever brain might be in there and just
Yeah.
rip it out.
So you just kind of like you do climb up onto its back You do the Legolas kind of kick up. Like, I don't know why I'm referencing Legolas so much tonight.
Okay.
And then you just like punch right into the back of its head, and you pull up just what you feel is just like it feels like a clumpier, mossier version of what a brain might be.
Yeah.
And you just rip it out, and the thing gives one final groan and just slaps
As
into
it's
the water.
falling down into the water, I want to jump off back into the canoe.
Do you do a backflip?
Yes.
Okay.
Acrobatics check, go.
Yes.
I'm going to show you how it's done.
Natural one. Natural one.
Yes. I get a better backflip. You also succeed on backflipping, but you also belly flop into the canoe. And then the canoe.
So cool! I pulled its brain.
And then the
out
canoe
with my bare
capsizes.
hands.
It capsizes from the tilt, and everybody goes into the water.
I'm just imagining you with the
Oh, I had to get cocky.
pumpkin.
Had to get
Pumpkin guts, yeah.
Yeah.
Nasty.
That's
I changed the caption of the tweet to Ariana trying to be Accio.
That's hilarious.
So Snapjaw just kind of like gapes in amazement, and then he looks at all of you and he goes, "I can't believe you beat it." And you guys pull
course we beat
yourselves out of the water.
Well, we are the Order of the Broken Spear, so
the broken moss
Don't think-
creatures.
our title's getting longer and longer, like Khaleesi.
Breaker of spears.
Breaker of Spears.
Canoe backflipper.
Capsizer of canoes. Belly floppers into swamp water.
Hag murderers.
Thrower of knives into half dragons.
Carver of mossy things.
So you pull yourself out. Everybody kind of brushes themselves
Slightly
off.
chagrined.
Let's see. 360 experience for everybody.
Nice.
That's 360?
Yep.
Yeah.
360.
I was surprised that only went one round.
It was a moss dragon.
A moss dragon. Cool idea. Probably gonna steal it.
It's like the nasty cousin of the green dragon.
These levels are getting so long.
I know.
So you guys spend the rest of the day pushing water out of your canoe and pushing your canoes through more water until you arrive towards kind of an area, and Snapjaw hisses for you guys to stop again, which is basically him just going stop. And then he looks like he's going to say something, and then he turns to Akio and he says, there are scouts and guard posts up ahead. I will get you through.
All right.
And he dives off into the water and just starts expertly kind of swimming. He looks more like a crocodile than a lizard as he starts swimming through.
If we start getting barraged by fire arrows all of a sudden,
Right. I'm thinking we should.
I'm not going to feel
move
bad
this
at all
apart.
about killing his friend.
I think we should move our canoes
Did he
apart.
speak that in Draconic or Common?
That was in Draconic.
And I say, okay, everybody, I guess just hold tight for a second.
Well, he's gone. You guys move your canoes apart just to be safe.
Just in case.
Yep.
I don't want one thing that can come in and capsize all of us.
Like a fireball.
Surprise, mother truckers!
Hey, surprise, moss dragon.
Moss dragon. What? Called it.
And then after a few minutes, there's kind of this snap in the water, and Snapjaw pops up again and climbs back into the canoe.
Freak you out.
What the?
Safe now. That direction.
Let's go.
Give me a heart attack.
So I have got to set up a much bigger map. So give me just a second here.
All right, big map.
Yep. All right. I worked really hard on this, so I hope you're all impressed. And canoes off.
We don't need to keep this, right?
No.
Okay. Oh,
Although I do need pieces of paper so that I can block off hangouts.
pieces of paper.
I'm gonna set that off here. We may need it later.
Mom's head to get it off of the thing now.
Sorry.
Moved that. Sorry.
That is a big one.
Okay. Roll those up, please.
That ain't no thing.
It might. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to clear off
There you
a lot of it.
It don't mean a thing.
I don't know how you
Can't
step
do that, Spain.
Just sit on the ground.
Okay. That'll
Oh snap! It just got real.
It was fake from this before this point.
be. Well, yeah.
Okay.
It's real in my head always.
Dice.
I mean, if it happened,
Corey's master.
it happened. It didn't.
To depose.
I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. It's too deep for me.
The swamp?
Yes.
I worked very
See if I
hard
can
on this too.
this up just a little bit.
Not really.
Get a little bit wider. But can you see that okay?
Whatever.
Thornock?
You guys know not to put your character knowledge with player knowledge,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Okay. So you might not be able to see the whole map on the screen, and for that I apologize. It's just a very big map.
You can pretty
I
much see
can
it all.
see a good portion of it.
So the you guys come into this clearing and you see a gigantic castle up ahead of you. It is
Oh, we had a 3D print. Oh, how cool would that be to 3D print?
to have a full castle.
Yeah.
Let me actually show a good
Yeah.
representation. Show it on the screen first.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of looks like Weathertop with extra stuff.
Yep, that's a castle.
That is the basic look of the castle that you guys are coming to. It looks like it's on sturdy foundation.
Cool.
But where you guys are pulling up is actually
Looks sturdy.
over here. Oh, let me put you guys. Oh, I should also note, each square is 20 feet,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
not just
wow.
1 foot.
It's large.
Yep. So, in fact, instead of having you all on there, I need you guys to choose a representative to represent
Group.
your group. Yep.
Do,
I vote Thornock.
Sounds good.
he has a gun. Use Lunera. She was the custom character.
Woo! Yeah, custom win.
So, everybody in favor of Thornock?
Lunera.
Okay, everybody in favor. Everybody in favor of Lunera. Okay, Lunera it is.
I call for a recount.
Okay, everybody in favor of Thornock.
Me.
Everybody in favor of Lunera. It's Lunera.
Don't say I don't follow due process.
Counting on.
So you guys come in to the landing. You pull up alongside a few other canoes. Off to your right, you see a 5-foot kind of wooden spoke pen that has some giant lizards in it that seem to be just kind of milling about and snapping at each other. In the distance, you see a few longhouses in a few different places, and you see a bunch of mud-covered huts. And you can already see there's a few lizard folk that are kind of wandering around the longhouses, and then there's a bunch of bullywugs and giant frogs that are moving around the mud-covered huts.
Okay. So I say, okay, so the blue is water, right? Yeah.
Yes, blue is water. The brown stuff is basically your kind of natural buildings and natural boundaries.
Okay.
And then these black portions are the castle walls itself.
Okay. What time of day is it now?
It is about it's late afternoon.
Yeah.
All right. So I say
This is just so that I don't have to get
to Snapjaw. I say so.
Every
I
time
assume
someone
you
says
want
something
us
in
to
Oh yeah.
I was like,
go
hey, that's
into
for
those
so-so.
huts and take out the bullywug leader.
Bullywug leader in castle.
So his followers are here in the
Yes.
huts.
Direct assault not recommended.
Is he well protected, this bullywug leader?
Yes, and he has mighty magic.
Can you get us close to him?
I can get you into the castle.
Our new friend.
Lead the way.
So he's going to move you along here.
We all duck low in the canoe.
Yep. You're actually not in the canoe anymore. You pulled up, and you guys are moving
We're on
through.
shore.
Yep.
Got
You
it.
all kind of pull up your cloaks and your hoods and everything. A few of the lizard folk kind of look over at you and eye you warily. The bullywugs look over it, but they don't really seem to be that interested in you.
Is it Is it really dry where we're at, or are we still in the muck?
It's still muddy, so it's still difficult terrain.
When we get to a place that it's less difficult terrain, I want to... No, I'll save that for later. I still have that cloak of being a
cultist.
Uh-huh.
Might not fit me, but it's a higher ranking officer.
Right. The problem is then they might ask you questions that you don't know the answers to.
I'll just kill him.
Oh, deception is high.
So he actually is going to be able to get you up to the castle gates.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
And he walks up and there's two lizard folk guarding it. Now, the lizard folk that you've seen up to this point have kind of been your standard. They've been very lizard-like, right? These ones appear larger and more crocodilian in nature. They just appear to be bigger versions. And they walk up and they eye you, and Snapjaw says in Draconic, he says, "New cultists of the new dragon kneelers." And they kind of just nod and roll their eyes, and then he nods to both of them, and he actually leans over and he whispers to one of them. So if you want to roll a perception check,
I do.
Akio.
12.
You hear the words time and soon and bullywug.
Time
I
to
think
bullywug.
he's letting us in on that. Yeah. Letting him in on that.
So, and then he turns around and he goes this way, and he leads you inside. Now, this first area is the Barbican. Isn't not a barbecue for those of you who are interested. It's the primary defensive position for the castle. Basically, your main gate. The portcullis hangs 10 feet overhead. It's about 12 feet wide. And inside, you see most of this area is muddy, and there are 10 bullywugs and 2 giant frogs kind of just wandering around the area. There are a bunch of planks set out kind of next to each other along the edge for a more sturdy place for you guys to walk, but the rest of it is kind of this churning mud area. And Snapjaw looks at you and he goes, "What's the plan?"
Okay, do you know where in the castle the leader is?
"I can take you to barracks."
Okay.
And he leads you around and down through this long kind of, what is it even called? It's the causeway, basically, into the castle itself. And he'll lead you around through into the main courtyard. And you see more bullywugs and lizard folk kind of wandering around. The 3 lizard folk appear to be doing work training training these giant lizards, commanding them to go here, having them sit, that sort of thing. The bullywug that is in the room, or in the courtyard, is chuckling as he's watching, and then every now and then he calls one of the lizard folk over and tells him to go run and grab something in very pigeon common, and the lizard folk kind of rolls his eyes and does what he says.
Okay.
And
can we ask what's his name? The bullywugs.
Snapjaw.
Snapjaw. What do they speak? What do bullywugs? What is their dialect? So that if at any point in time we need to address this person, then we know how to speak to them more intelligently.
let's see here. He kind of sorts and he goes, "Bullywug's not intelligent."
Fair point.
They speak bullywug, or they speak pigeon common as well, which is basically like simple common.
Okay.
I say, is that their leader?
No, that just asshole. and he points over and he goes, "Leader sometimes in the barracks."
Where's the barracks?
Which is right over here. He points to this building specifically.
Do they look heavily armed?
I say,
there doesn't appear to be anybody inside we can't see inside the barracks.
Well, I'm sorry, the people in the courtyard. I know that they're training.
The lizard folk, the bullywug is carrying just kind of a spear with him. Yes, everybody's mouth is watering now. And the lizard folk are wearing, they just have like their cudgels.
Shatter on the spear. Rick on that.
must break spear.
So the lizard folk are just holding like cudgels and
I
everything.
say, so if we find him and take him out, how will you know? What do we give you a signal of some sort?
When we see bullywugs running, then we act.
Is everybody ready and prepared to act, or do you need to let everybody in on it?
Time may be good.
How much time?
And he looks up at the sun and then kind of goes like this, and he just kind of moves his hand a little bit to the right, and he goes, "That much time." It's about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ask him, is there as far as the rankings here, do the bullywugs, they report directly to the cultists?
Bullywugs report to, what is his name?
Bullywuggus.
Born Grey.
One great. That's the leader we're looking
That's the day-to-day man.
for. And what's the leader's name?
Some half-dragon, Resmir.
Ah, shite.
So you want us to take out Resmir,
Hey,
or you want us to take out?
Bullywug Master.
Okay, which is
Farblex is his name?
Farblex.
okay.
Splattergoo, if you want to know his last name. Yes.
He's the one in the barracks.
He might be in the barracks, yes. That is where he kind of pulls up.
Can you give us a description of what he looks like?
He looked like Bullywug with animal skins, crocodile head, very wearing a lot
Thornock,
of
you may
junk.
need to cut into your chest.
And if and when we remove him, what will happen? What will happen inside the castle?
Bullywugs should be panicked. Cultists become aware of somebody attacking. Lizard folk revolt against bullywugs.
And you and the lizard folk, or you and your companions will fight the bullywugs, and we then would have to deal with the cultists in
We
Resmir.
hunt bullywugs.
Okay. I say let's do it. Sounds awesome.
He needs an hour. What can we do to give you enough time?
Let's see if we can look into the barracks and see if we can find this guy.
We just need to not below our cover.
Exactly. Is there a window?
But we're supposed to be
in the barracks?
cultist recruits.
I'd go to Cultist Road. We can and
Brom just wants to do some deceiving.
let's just see some. Except I can
Snapdragon just kind of looks at you all, and then he just kind of walks away back down the causeway.
Leo,
hurrying out.
maybe we should split up. Oh, Snapdragon's gone. Maybe we should split up and have some people go with Brom in case he gets caught, and Ari and some other people get stealth around.
Yeah, Resmir would recognize.
We can have some deceptors.
Actually, you
and
threw a
some
dagger at
stealthers.
her. This robe thing is not going to work.
There's going to be, you can cast.
Minor
Somebody can
illusion.
cast, yeah.
Deception is only
Do you have minor illusion?
until you kill somebody.
You got
No, I don't.
I can minor illusion you a little bit.
big mustache.
How about you invisible me? And I know it lasts for an hour, right? As soon as it runs out, we attack. that's our clock.
Okay.
There.
And then I can go in and try and find
Farbucks.
gut.
Yeah, Splattergoo.
Splattergoo.
Put you and
Farbucks.
Thornock both on invisibility, and then Thornock can just go wander around giving people wenties. And
Do you trust me with that power?
No.
Because I'll just try to sneak in and murder the guy.
Let's,
Or I'll look for Mr. Red.
oh boy.
Yeah, maybe just do me.
okay.
I have some arms to tear off. Do it.
Destroy everyone.
Give it to me.
Yeah,
No.
minor illusion wouldn't work in this scenario. Sorry.
That'll be my last second level spell.
I mean, I can just try and stealth in and just. It's
Yeah,
like
make him
after they-
invisible.
See about a mess hall, maybe? Where
Sure.
the cultists gather. Maybe we can.
That's a great idea. Something less
You probably
conspicuous.
won't want to show your face, though. You're pretty well known. At least by the cultists, not necessarily by these other creatures.
We could probably grab some mud.
War paint.
Yeah.
You all notice at this point that the bullywug is kind of eyeing you because you've been standing around for a while.
I ask Snapjaw. I say, where's
He's
the
gone.
Oh, he's gone. He left already to
Step.
go gather his.
Just go walk
Well,
do your talking. Just tell him that we're new cultists and we were allowed entrance to the castle.
Well, hello there. Hello, yes, you. Come here.
He kind of jumps off of the crate that he was sitting
Oh,
on.
hi. He's a bullywug.
Yeah. He falls off the crate and kind of pattens through the mud a little bit. Yes.
We've recently come here from out of town here doing cultist business. We are trying to find out whereabouts everybody is this time of day. So we might be able to give a situational report to.
Roll me diplomacy, persuasion, or whatever it's called now.
Deception.
Yeah, actually deception.
19 plus crazy. 19 plus 10. 29.
Cultists, that door. And he points over to this door right here.
How many people do you suppose is here? I've been trying to find out if all my friends have gathered properly.
Roll me another deception check for that.
13. 13.
That's a 3.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
13.
So 13. Very important that I know that everyone is adjourned.
No. What?
Okay.
Never mind.
We just want to know if all the members are gathered.
Don't know. Defend castle, not count cultists.
Okay, let's just be on our way.
How many fingers are we?
Let's go.
Thank
Let's
you.
go into the door that he pointed.
Thank you.
As we leave, I flash
Back
the
to your very
Tiamat
important
game
business.
sign. First Tiamat.
Which is the...
Oh.
Yep.
Back to
He
your
doesn't flash it back to you. He just kind of like waves a little
And
bit.
then I was like, one mayhole. Under my breath.
True.
You just
So you guys head over to the left here, and you enter into the Great Hall. Off on the east end, there is a table set up where a few cultists are kind of sitting there eating, and there's just like a commoner girl just kind of cleaning up plates and stuff. And then off to the right, you see there are a few piles of treasure, and cultists kind of sorting through them. And then you see kind of standing over them is this tall, kind of pale but very dashing looking elf, if it weren't for his scars and the fact that he's missing an eye. And he has kind of this long golden hair, and he's wearing this kind of what kind of armor is it? It's kind of studded. It's studded leather, so it's just kind of this black armor with golden studs in it. And he just he glances over as the door opens, and he goes, "I'm sorry, who are you?"
fresh recruits. We've only just come in.
Deception check, please.
Can I roll one too?
Are you speaking?
No.
Then no.
I can look deceiving.
It's 11.
11? Okay.
Didn't know we were getting new recruits in.
Indeed.
Welcome. I guess you're looking for what to do next.
Indeed. Where will you have us?
Well, let's see. I guess the first job would be to have you clear out your rooms. There's some giant centipedes that in one of the unused rooms that we haven't cleared out yet. You can go take care of that.
Easy enough.
Centipedes. Why not have the lizard folk or the bullywugs take care of them?
I'm sorry, do you not want to do the work?
No. I mean, I just.
What she meant to say is thanks. We'll be on our way.
Just
Right.
point the way and we'll get it.
And he points just straight down the hall there, through that door, and then take your left, and then it's that closed door on the left again.
Left
Okay.
and then left.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you.
Okay, we go that way.
I know.
And he kind of watches you as you go,
So
but
many things I talk about that. Do you know?
you guys head.
How many cultists were there in that room?
There were.
Do you not know who I am?
No.
I am a friend. I'm a high-ranking officer. Why are you wearing your robes? Never mind.
They need to be fitted.
They need to be washed.
Normally
So there
things
appeared to be
shrink and wash.
16
I shrunk and washed.
people.
Okay.
12 of them were kind of sorting through, and then 4 of them were kind of keeping an eye on, like a few of them were keeping an eye on him, and then a few were eating. And then, of course, there was the elf with the eye patch.
Come back for this treasure.
And I want
16.
the elf's other
A
eye.
well-placed fireball.
Not for me.
I'm
I
gonna
just
need
want
that
to
guy's eye patch.
So you guys head through the door into another hallway.
He must be an evil elf.
Was he a drow? No, he had golden hair.
He was a full-on elf.
Something bad happened to him, or he's just a terrible elf.
So swamp water seeps into this chamber through a crack in the foundation to a pool inches deep on the sagging stone floor and fills the air with cloying, moldy stink. There's also a walkway of planks on this floor as well to kind of lead over the water, and then you kind of move around into the next room, and you see a staircase going up and a staircase going down in this chamber.
He didn't say anything about stairs, did he?
And then off to the left there is another door that seems to have been barred.
Okay, let's go in that door.
What is that awful smell?
So I need...
Don't knock.
It's fresh air.
Fresh air.
Yes.
Not so fresh air.
I was just seeing if you would. Never mind.
We'll just blame it on him.
Take a bath.
No, that's...
I was saying that there was an unpleasant odor in the air, and I said, Thornock? Question mark?
Yeah, jeez. So you're just gonna open up the door?
Yes,
That's
with
racist.
weapons drawn.
I'm gonna keep my eye looking upstairs. I feel weary about it.
Okay. So we'll have... who's opening the door?
I don't like bugs. So
I
I'm not
suppose
gonna
I'm
bug bugs.
usually
We all
in
just
front,
appeared.
so I will.
Wow.
Okay, Ari opens up the door, and you see there's this kind of dark room. There's no light in here, and but you can see there are. Let's see which. Yes, but.
Creepy.
Gross. Ron, you could probably ride
There
one.
are there is just kind of this mass of wriggling centipedes
Oh,
in the corner.
that's not okay.
And they see the light from the room, which, by the way, all of these lamps are just kind of dim light that they're giving you. They seem to be just dirtied and nobody's cleaned them. But centipedes start kind of streaming towards the door, and there are 10 of them.
10 of them.
Yep. So let's go ahead and get some more initiative.
The record in the back, because he's not.
We'll do
That's a better one. That centipede looks like a bear. That centipede looks like a wolf. That centipede looks like a raptor.
Moosipede.
Hey, there's a bisonpede.
It's a new breed. It's creepy.
Let's see. No? 3, 4, 6, 7. 2 more.
We're now back to 5-foot squares.
Yes, these are now 5-foot squares. Just because it's impossible to do a 20 by 20 in a room with it. That would be 4 big on a map. Oh, look, something writing on this watch. That's your answer to everything. And then we'll grab it.
I'm not gonna feel guilty about killing these ones.
Well, duh. They don't have feelings.
Okay,
Creepy bugs.
need to roll
Yeah.
initiative here.
Are they giant?
Oh, they are giant.
Oh,
It's like if you've ever played Ark. Giant centipedes, and then it's like the creepiest because you turn the corner and like. Run away! No.
that sounds horrifying.
No mas, no mas.
Here, giant.
No mas.
Giant.
Cool.
Elk, giant. Crab.
The new
Giant.
critical.
Centipede. I say giant, but apparently they're about they're still small, so they're probably about the size of Braum in length and everything. Like, or probably about this big.
I don't like things
You
as
know.
big as I am.
They're larger than a
You could
cat.
probably ride one.
Unpredictable.
That's still disgusting.
Tim,
Nasty.
tame it.
All right, so sorry guys.
Ding, 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 ding. How come he doesn't ropes. I don't want that. Huh?
Centipede fits more his size. It's
More appropriate.
Any announcements you want to make while I'm doing this?
Nope. We've got pretty steady viewer counts.
Nice. Hello to the viewers.
I was thinking about doing a giveaway at some point.
Ooh.
But we gotta figure out what that giveaway is going to be.
Giving away money.
Maybe a set of dice.
Yeah, dice set. We could do dice set, or maybe there's like an occasional player's guide.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That way, people who are wanting to get started, a lot of the viewers will pop in interested in D&D and haven't played before.
Well,
good way to get them started.
always happy to show people the ropes. Not that we do a good job of it, but we're always happy to.
That could be a new YouTube thing. How to play D&D.
I'm sure that
It exists.
Dang it.
Roll dice.
Curses! That's how I feel like every time I'm like, yeah, this is a good idea.
Do
It's already been done.
belly flop in one.
Yes. Off of a canoe.
Do a barrel!
Those are some good centipede initiatives.
Good.
Let's hope that you guys did
That's
good
terrible.
too.
I don't like the centipedes. That
I'm gonna say that everybody will be able to get into the room at least this much,
Centipedes kill their...
just because it's easier.
Centipedes eat their stuff by poisoning it first and then sucking its guts out, right? Or do they just eviscerate it?
Maybe in real life, but not in D&D. Don't give them any ideas.
Brom's in the corner just like...
Fetal
At least
position.
they're not giant earwigs. That'd be
That'd be nasty. It's like, I can't tell if I want to be a scorpion or something creepy.
No, that's literally what happens. We'll see. Lunera.
I got 17 for my initiative.
17. Brom.
I got an 18.
18. Ari.
12.
Akio.
16.
Thornock.
21.
Okay, well, Thornock did amazing, but a few of the centipedes did better.
Dang.
So this one is going to do that cool, like that. Yeah. Yep. And he's gonna attack Ari, actually, because she's the one who opened up the door. She's gonna bite you. 9 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, you kind of jump over the mandibles as they snap in, and then this one is gonna move over here and it's gonna try to bite at Lunera.
You bite at me.
It also rolls a 9.
It
So-
totally misses.
kind of bites against your splint mail a little bit, but can't quite dig in. And then
Good. I don't
it
want to dig
is
in.
then it is Thornock.
Yep.
I attack the closest one.
Okay, moving up to that guy and attacking. Are you raging?
No.
Okay,
Oh, he's confident.
Every time I hear
15.
15 will hit.
14.
14 damage.
yeah, word.
Yep, you slice its head off.
Very nice.
I would like to move on to the next one.
Okay, you'll be able to move up to that one.
I would like to guess the price is right.
That's a 1.
So you move up to it and you bring your sword down
Breaks your spirit.
into the monk. Or muck.
Oh, I was like, hey!
Muck.
I wasn't that close.
Monk shot. Wow.
It's a muck shot, yep. Good try, though. Good try. Then it is... This one is going to chitter up and attack Thornock. And that's a crit.
Oh,
crap.
was it critical?
Super.
And he's not raging. No reduced damage.
So that is going to be 8 piercing damage. And you have to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Or it's gonna suck your guts out.
Crap.
Save is 18.
Okay, and you are able to resist whatever is seeping into your
I just zoomed in
veins.
so I can see the map.
Is that... Was that a doubled or not doubled?
That was doubled.
Okay.
Very nice job, my friend.
And then it is. Nope. This one is going to chitter up and squeeze through its friends and try to bite Thornock as well.
Cheese and crackers.
That's an 11 to hit you, Thornock.
Nope.
Okay. It snaps at you and you kind of dance away a little bit. You've got the other one that's kind of wriggling around that you have to shake free.
Good.
This one is going to move up to Ari. And that's an 8 to hit. So.
Yeah.
Then it is. Brom.
See, I'm going to, from where I'm standing, level spell for these little guys. There's lots of them. And if I'm seeing this right, we're mostly this cluster.
Yeah, you guys are right here, and then the centipedes are the rest of it.
Can I see into the room very well, or is it most of it obstructed?
It's you can see the centipedes because they're pretty low to the ground. You can see them between the legs of your companions.
Okay.
So you don't
I want to. I'm
I'm
gonna do shatter at the 3rd level. I'm gonna attempt to do it right here for a 10 foot, so 5, 10.
Okay.
So do
So it'll hit those 5.
Yeah, try and hit all those.
Okay.
And then that's gonna be a wisdom saving throw, or I'm sorry, Constitution of 14.
Constitution of 14 on all 5 of those. Okay. None of them make it.
Perfect.
Wow. That was almost a flush, but or almost a
8.
full house, not full house.
Jeez.
What's the one? That's
8,
a large
9,
strike.
10, 11. That's 11 damage.
Okay, and
Thunder
that's
damage.
5 dead centipedes.
Oh, those are nasty little
And they
creatures.
just all go.
There's
just gonna-
nothing little about those
I'm gonna
things.
Just do my
That's
shatter snap.
Nice.
TM.
We should make it
Shatter
app.
snap.
It's like Snapchat, but for
dead.
spells.
That one's dead.
Bibbidi bobbidi
That
boo.
one's
Bam.
dead.
Everything's.
And then is that serpent? Yeah, serpent's dead. I'm just trying to remember who is dead and who's not. Which one am I missing? Oh, right. That guy. Oh, damn. And then after Brom, it's Lunera.
It is I,
Yep.
Lunera. Right.
So I think there's 1,
There are
2,
4
3,
left.
4. Yeah.
4 left. Alright.
Hmm.
Let's do Thor's hammer.
For one on that,
Okay.
it's gonna end up shattering one of my teammates' legs or something.
And of course,
Sorry.
going to be attacking the one that's closest to me. And I'm going to do my flurry of blows. Yeah. Oh, both hit. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, so we'll move you up there.
I
Yeah.
think so, at
Mhm.
least.
So-
15 plus 6.
So the first one is a hit, so go and roll damage on it.
37.
37 or just 7?
1+3 is 7.
4 plus 3,
Oh,
7.
okay. That I.
37.
I heard 37 too. I was like, whoa.
All right. Well, that's a dead centipede.
Okay.
You come down with the axe and cut it in twain.
Okay, so then I did roll my other.
Then what was the other attack?
The other. Oh. Shoot.
Which-
One was 15. I just rolled my d6 and it knocked into it. But one was the 15 plus 6. Then the other was the 17 plus 6.
Okay, so they both. Yeah, that one will hit
And
too.
so that's 6 plus 3, 9 damage.
That's another dead centipede.
Good. All right. Let's go ahead and attack one more.
Your offhand?
Nope.
Or
Yeah.
your bonus action?
Yeah, with your bonus action.
Is it the bonus
Uh-huh.
action?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you 2 attacks and then you get
I
your
thought I
bonus
get-
action
Oh.
for your
So
third.
3 total.
Okay. Well, that one might not hit. That was a 7 plus 6, 13.
That will hit.
Oh, it won't? Ooh. Hot dog.
Hot dog.
2 plus 3, 5 damage.
5 damage, that's enough to kill it.
Ooh, good.
Nice.
Okay.
Squishy.
Ew. Bug gut. Ew.
Yeah, so there's one left. It is
Let's interrogate
Akio's
it.
turn.
What do you know?
Big centipede.
Tell me who you know.
Why you killed my brothers?
Here we go again.
Violin music starts playing.
Yep. Akio, it is your turn.
I'll just firebolt because it's a cantrip.
Okay. Free.
My friend.
18.
That will hit.
Okay. 11 damage.
That's a dead centipede.
I didn't even get to go.
Ari opens up the door, some centipedes attack her, and then everybody else.
Dang it! Save some for me.
Come on, guys.
So, good job.
Not even good. Yeah.
Let me just calculate that. A wonderful experience.
Tons of.
Everybody gets 100 experience points, actually. It's not bad. Not bad for just being centipedes. And now there's just a room full of centipedes' guts that
My
you can
apologies,
clear
but how
out.
much XP?
100.
Do we know if
100?
centipedes have any material components that would be useful for making armor or anything?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Do you want me to roll the Arcana check?
12 Arcana, that's going to be plus 6. So that's 18.
18. So giant centipedes obviously aren't natural creatures. Like natural centipedes are much smaller. Their hide probably wouldn't be very good armor. It might give you a small bonus if you got enough of it. But a lot of that goo that you're gathering up, you could probably do maybe, let's see.
Acid flask or anything.
I would say, I mean, you could try and search for a poison gland to see if you can get something to poison your weapon with.
Yeah.
And then you can also get maybe about 10% of their total experience as residuum.
Residuum and try and
If you wanted to gather up like
Yeah.
jars of centipede goo.
We could use that because
It's lightly magical. So it would only be about
If it's 10%,
10%.
90 XP.
well, so it'd be 10% of the total.
So 10 residual.
so 200,
So everybody got 100 experience out of that. So
500,
500, so 10% of that.
50.
Oh.
Yeah, so about 50 gold worth of residuum if you wanted to spend the time to gather it up.
It's
And
a
then
free day.
and then I need an investigate check to see if you can find any intact poison glands.
Yep. 8 investigation plus 4. 12.
No, there aren't any intact poison glands.
Okay.
You guys were pretty thorough.
I'll do the if everyone's cool with that, would you guys like
Most of the
residual?
poison glands were burst by a shatter spell, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, how is everyone cool with that? Would you like some residuum? I might need your help, Akio, with this to boil this down properly. And so I guess we'll do that. And then what is that total for everybody?
So the total is going to be 20 gold pieces worth of residuum.
Sorry, the residuum, and then for the XP, I haven't put the XP.
Oh, the XP is 100 each.
Yeah,
Everybody
we
gets
got
100
Everyone
experience.
gets 100.
Okay. We need to find this bullywug.
That will take about an hour, by the way, to gather everything and clear out the room and all that. You're getting pretty close to the end of your hour.
Okay. Well, let's go. Let's go find that bullywug. While they're doing that, can I scout? Can I look over, try and find the guy in the barracks?
So we'll head back. I mean, yeah, we can do that as we're heading out here. But you guys are going to enter back through the Great Hall.
Okay.
The elf is there, standing there, and he's talking with somebody that you all recognize.
Resmir.
It is Resmir.
Let's cure this
No.
biatch.
And they're sitting there talking to each other, and
Do we have our cloaks and stuff still on? I'm gonna
Yes.
pull my cloak.
okay. I need you to make me a disguise charisma check, basically.
Okay.
Everybody?
Yes, and Akio and Brahm have disadvantage on it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Wait, I had a giant mustache last time. I don't have it anymore.
True. You don't have disadvantage on it.
Is this a performance?
No, it's a charisma, just
Not
a basic
disadvantage. I went from a
charisma.
17 to a 3. So that's plus
Natural 20.
Okay.
deception.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. So 13.
13. And then Lunera, how'd you do?
11 for my charisma.
Ari?
And I want to
13.
try and stand
Thornock?
behind Thornock as best I can, just to obscure all the.
Ooh,
8. Okay.
we're doomed.
I'm
I'm
not.
gonna instinctively grab for my dagger that's not there.
So you guys are standing there, and then the elf turns around and he goes, "Oh, you're back. How are the centipedes?" And before he can answer, Rezmir goes, "What are they doing roaming around my castle? Kill them all!"
Oh, dead, my lord.
Job's done.
And the elf turns back, and she goes, and she points directly at Braum, who thinks he's hiding, but actually just drew more attention to himself by trying to sneak behind Thornock's legs. And she goes, "That's the one that threw the dagger at me."
Can I have my dagger back?
Dromore is going to turn around. He's going to pull out his sword. And
So much sass.
and we're going to go ahead and get into combat here.
Alright.
I need to find the right map.
Let's add Half Dragon Slayer to our long title.
Well, we already killed one.
Good one.
Oh, okay. Slayer of multiple half dragons.
Yeah.
I did hack it, didn't I?
Oh, Rezmir.
Oh, it's right here.
Yes.
Rezmir, my sweet. We meet again.
Why are you sweet talking her?
I forgot to
I
draw
have feelings.
your guys' door, but
But it will
it's
never
right
work between
here.
us.
Thornock, Braum, Lunera. And then we've got I need a new piece of paper. And a bunch of cultists.
Hey, this is a really long hallway. It's a good chance for one of my spells.
That's true.
It goes 100 feet straight.
Wait, are we in a Marvel, a Netflix original Marvel series?
Yes, it's the hallway
It's
scene.
the hallway scene?
One camera, no cuts.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got. We're going to use this elf to represent the elf.
Okay.
And then we've got
Legolas?
1, 2, 4.
Oh.
And then 6,
We
7.
should have attacked him before Rezmir showed up.
Yeah.
Better chances.
We'll do that as Rezmir. Actually, I couldn't
Straight line and kill them all.
Well, but it's only 5 feet wide, right?
Yeah, but if it's all one
You
square,
could go down.
then I can just
one
go. I
side.
just go one side.
Did you roll your initiative? Oh, you got
We
it.
have. No, that was my style.
Oh,
We haven't done initiative yet. I don't think.
Not yet. You guys can roll initiative, but keep it to yourselves.
Hey.
He's going last.
This might not work after all.
11.
We're probably gonna leave.
I rolled poorly.
I rolled
This
well,
looks
but I don't
like-
know if I want.
This
to
looks like
be.
the cover of a comic book, like to show you that your heroes are in for the worst time ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's like we kick down the door, we're all in our hero stances, and then it zooms out. And
I
it's
knew
like
I shouldn't use shatter on those guys.
Oh boy.
Dude,
Hopefully these are low-level cultists.
if you run out of figurines, I'll get mine out.
No, I think 12. That makes enough.
Dang, I was hoping to get the whole bucket on there. Just dump them on.
let's do this.
All right. So I need Okay.
You are not prepared.
How many people are in this room?
There are a total of 17 enemies right now.
Oh crap!
What the hell are we doing here?
You guys seen a bollywog?
Have you all seen a bullywug around here?
I'm looking for him. Don't need to. No necessary to fight him.
Definitely took the wrong turn at
Albuquerque.
This is the elf.
Greener.
Yep, that's what he looks like.
Yep.
Deep water.
It seems
As long as you don't look at that
Against the heroes of greenness once again as we're fighting through.
Born gray.
Yes.
Or born gray.
Rum will start his epitaph of the heroes of greenness.
Okay, and then we've
Or his
got...
eulogy, I'm not really sure which. Remember me.
Remember.
Remember.
It's 65 long. I can hit them all.
So I think we should
Yeah.
Kill them all?
run away and steal some gold on our way out.
No way, dude.
Wow, Thornlock says run
I can't
away.
believe you just said that. These are cultists, dude. These guys are weak.
That's not Thornock, that's Reese.
Oh, Reese. Okay, that's Reese.
Oh,
These guys are weak. These are. Well, I'm hoping that these guys are like the ones that we fought earlier on in the adventure.
Thornock, fastball special.
If I throw you in there, you better Thunderwave.
Oh, he will.
Oh, hold on. Wait until after Akio kills them all.
Well,
I'm
didn't
probably
roll a
gonna
very
go
good
last.
initiative.
what?
Yep. I'm probably gonna get
We
killed
really
before I
need to-
even get to go.
I needed you to go first there.
Yep.
Jeez, man.
My luck stone didn't even help me.
So it's going to take me just a moment.
Dang, Luckstone.
I think I'd be prepared for a giant fight, but surprisingly, no.
A lot to coordinate. Especially when you have zombies and everyone kills them all.
Exactly.
Get you guys to kill all my zombies.
And every time you hear that roll,
Well, after we win, we can plant a flag and say, I claim this north outpost for the Order of the Broken Spear.
We never even found the bullywug leader.
Yeah. We'll find him.
Making us now. You guys seen a bullywug? Hey, hi.
Interrogate as you kill.
He wears like a alligator hood for a hat.
Who knows? Maybe he'll come on in when he hears all the commotion.
Let's hope not. Actually.
all right, we'll start with Thornock this time.
Oh, Boulder Dash.
I would like to rage.
Sorry, no, initiative.
Oh, initiative. 19.
19. Akio,
4.
you can rage later. Ari,
21.
Brahm,
I am a 14.
Lunera.
9.
Am I the very last person to go?
Quite possibly.
Quite possibly.
That could be in your advantage. Actually, they might end up grouping up more than
That's
they already
true.
are.
But first up is Ari.
Beautiful.
I don't know if that is beautiful.
Go in first.
It's like I run in and then
See
to
how
get
quickly he
swarmed.
dies. She
The
dies.
person who attacks first most likely wins. Statistically, will have the advantage.
All right, I don't want to.
At
Okay,
least
so
it's-
sorry. This is the elf, and this is Resmir.
Right?
Yes.
Can't really get to them. All right, I'm just gonna run up. I'm gonna run up
We need a
Here.
C-3PO so we can go. Never tell me the
and
odds.
attack this guy, this cultist in
Okay.
front
Maybe
of me.
we'll get one someday.
10.
10 is going to miss.
Second attack is a natural 20.
Okay, that obviously will hit.
So 4. Excellent. 20 damage.
Okay.
Is he still standing?
Let's see here.
I hope not, because this is going to be a tougher fight than I thought.
No, that is, he is dead.
Okay, good.
Boom.
You come up and you just like roundhouse kick him into the wall, and you hear that neck crack as he goes down.
I shout as I take him down. And I'm running up to the next guy. I say he died about as easily as Cyan Wraith.
Resmir hisses.
I go. Okay, and I'm gonna attack with unarmed strike. And I am gonna spend a key point here.
Okay.
To do 2 hits on this guy here. That's a 15, 16.
That will hit.
For 5 damage.
Okay, he's still alive.
And then the second attack is a 20.
That will hit as well.
Sorry, 21. For 9 damage.
Okay, well then he is dead. And you come through and just karate chop him in the neck.
Yeah.
I was kung fu fighting.
Alright, and then it is Thornock's turn.
I would like to rage.
There's the rage.
Okay, and then moving close to us.
Yeah, I don't know who's closest.
It's this guy in the red cape.
Superman?
Okay, let's do it.
Yes, you are fighting Superman. Go ahead and attack.
15.
That will hit.
Uh, 12.
Okay, he is still standing.
Dang.
Well, I'm going to use my second attack.
Okay.
I'm going to do it again. 17.
That will hit.
And 13.
13. That is enough to kill him. Okay.
Well done.
Alright, and then anything else you want to do?
Right.
No, I'm good.
Okay. It is Resmir next.
I didn't want her to have a turn yet.
Remember what she did to me last time?
What Cyan Wraith did to me.
She have a spear?
No, but she does move up here. Actually, no, she's gonna move behind her cultist. She's gonna, and then she takes a deep breath and just blasts a line of acid straight ahead. So she is hitting her cultist. He's gonna have to make his
has
save
the
too.
spell I have, but acid version. Ooh, I've met my match.
Acetone.
Okay, so let's see. So it's
You don't think
dexterity
that's
saving throw, and it's
funny?
going to be Thornock and Braum are going to have to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Deal.
And this cultist. Yes. Oh, he does.
Yes.
Good
I'm not
cultist.
gonna die this time, hopefully. Dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Big heavy saving throw plus 6.
23.
23.
Okay, we'll take half damage.
14.
14 is... Yeah, that's enough. So you'll both take half damage from this. Everybody's taking half damage from this.
It's a lot of dice.
It is a lot of dice.
Jeez.
That could have killed you had he rolled high enough and
Seriously.
you didn't make your save.
Seriously.
Just get one
We
shot.
might still kill you with
So with the half damage, it is 10 acid damage, which is still enough to kill this cultist.
Jeez. Now, if I didn't make that, I would have been down to my death throws.
And then...
And that's 5 for me because I have it again, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you're raging,
Because you're
that's
raging.
Because
Yeah.
I'm raging.
Yep.
I'm glad I can rage.
Me too.
I want to be raging.
It's nice to have a tanky.
Raging, it's like a death metal card. Bring it.
You start playing death metal on your lute.
Okay, and then it is cultist pack number 3, which are... So, how far can they move? I'm guessing 30 feet.
Make your own choices, man.
So...
I would have used my cutting words, but I don't want to reduce damage to all our cultists.
That cultist is going to move up to Thornock and make an attack against him. 20 to hit.
Yeah.
For 6 slashing damage. And then this one. 6. He's gonna double move to get to here, actually. This one is gonna go. And he's gonna double move to get to there as well. So he doesn't get an attack against you, but they're coming down with their scimitars on you.
Super.
And then it is Brahm's turn.
Alright. So, seeing...
They're
Rezmir...
nice and grouped for you.
Rezmir is right
Nice grouping.
Here.
here.
Yep.
So from this perspective, I would like... I'm gonna try and move up here diagonally. Okay. Oh, I've got hooked on Lunera. I'm gonna move just behind Ari, and I want to cast. I'm gonna cast Shatter at my final 3rd level spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and cast it right here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, right here. So that way it goes the 10 this way, and this way sphere.
Wow. Okay.
And that is.
What is the DC on this?
This is a 14.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
It's
for
Constitution.
the 5 in the
Constitution.
front first. Yes. 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 No. No. So these
And-
2 don't make it. The other 3 do for those. And then
8.
no. Makes it doesn't. Rezmir makes it. Born Gray does not make it. That's. Oh, and I have to roll for these 2 as well. That one makes it. That one does not. Like very clear. All right. So what's the? Is it half damage on miss, right?
It's half damage on miss.
So what's the half damage first?
4.
4.
Wait. Yes, 4.
Okay. So these 3 are okay. So the total damage is 8.
Yes, total damage is 8. 4 is half damage.
Okay.
And my spell for it would be like, "Hey, Rezmir, you remember me?"
And then. All right. So everybody's still standing after that. After that 8 damage. Where did I put
And I just
my...
want to be like hiding in Ari's curtails, like, "Don't kill me."
Okay, so it is...
And for a bonus action, yes, I can for the Bardic Inspiration. So at this part, I want to use Bardic Inspiration with Accio.
Okay.
And I want to be just basically more like words of inspiration and be like, remember last time, this will not turn out the same this time. You can do it, my friend. You can do this.
Inspiration.
So you can take a D8 inspiration die.
Alright. And that's to like on any ability check or like attack roll or.
It's an attack roll or ability check, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Saving throw, attack roll, checks.
Alrighty. Well, all right. Yep. They're all still standing. All the ones you hit, but they all kind of clap their ears, their hands over their ears.
I'm gonna start talking really loudly because I wasn't covering my ears.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you can do this. You have to yell right here.
This guy's gonna go next, and do they have things? And he's gonna move up to here. He can't quite get through the rush of bodies, though. So...
Good thing this is such confined quarters.
Yep. It's working in your favor. And then... Group 2... This guy's going to move up and attack.
Bring it on.
That's a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Comes in with the scimitar and you slam it against the wall. You do that cool dodge and weave. And then this one is going to come up and he'll get right up to there. And then that is then, okay, it is Dalmar's turn, or Dralmor. He is going to do... He's actually going to point at, he's going to point at Braum. No, actually, he's going to point at Ari, because Ari is the one who's killed 2 people.
Yeah.
And he's going to cast Magic Missile at you, actually. Oh. Right, he throws out his hand, and a sword suddenly appears there, and he claps around it, and these golden bolts just spiral out. And he goes, I hate to kill another elf, but desperate times.
I suppose my deflect missiles works on magic missile.
I do not believe so.
That would be awesome. If it
That would be really cool.
I catch it.
Maybe we'll give you that at a higher level or something. Like once your fists become magic weapons, then maybe you can deflect a magic missile.
I think that's level 7. But I'm a ways away from that if I'm going to multi-class into thief. That'll be cool though. That might be at level 6. Maybe I shouldn't multi-class yet.
That's 11 force damage.
Okay.
As 3 bolts just smack into you. That is, keep losing this.
Right.
First.
Third.
Oh crap! I did that wrong. And then he's gonna spin and bring his shield in front of him, waiting for the next attack against him. But it is not his turn anymore. It's Lunira's turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge on in.
Okay. You can move up to about here if you want.
Okay. And then
Put you in range of 3 of.
I'm
3 of
in
them.
range of 3?
Yep.
Okay. So
Starting left to right to slash.
can I do that?
Yeah, well, I mean, you attack the first one, so just roll your 1 dice for your first
try
attack.
and kill it, and if he dies, then attack the next one.
Okay. So that was a 2 plus 6, so that's
No, that will miss.
obviously.
Okay.
8 plus 6, 14.
14 will hit.
Oh, good.
No, I took the damage.
For 6 damage.
Okay. You kill that one.
Okay, cool. Alright, final attack.
Yeah, because these guys are weakened, so you might be able to kill them with just your...
Well, maybe not.
Unless you miss.
3 plus 6, 9.
9. Okay.
Obviously not going
no.
to do anything.
And then you haven't had time to take a short rest yet, so you don't have your action surge.
I don't.
Alright, then it is group 1. This guy's gonna go 1.
Group 1, please report.
2. Oop. That's the Akio of the group.
The group has one.
So these guys are going to move back here, and these 2 are actually going to move there. And then the one that did move up is going to make an attack against Lunira, which he gets a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's so true, because now they're starting to crunch.
yeah.
For 6 slashing damage.
Right.
So minus 3 damage.
Yep.
That's all on you.
That's nice.
20-foot sphere. Yeah, I'm gonna take them all out.
Okay, and then it is this one is going to she's gonna kind of take a step back and ready herself just in case. And then it's Akio's turn.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna cast a fireball right into the middle of all of them.
We're gonna hit this guy.
No, because
No. Right in between all of them, right there.
it's 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
So go like there, because that's still 10, 10. It'll hit everybody but her,
Yep.
right? 10. Yeah.
Yep.
If you put it right here, it'll hit everyone but that person.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
All right, they need to all make dexes of 14.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me damage first,
I need another d6.
so we can know what the half damage is and everything.
It's 8d6, right? Come on, big roll.
8 d6.
Yeah. Yeah.
12.
That's insane.
Nice.
19.
19. 25.
What program
Last one.
are you?
Yes.
37.
37 damage.
37
Okay.
damage.
It's called what?
Procreate.
Procreate.
It's a weird one.
Okay.
So half of 37 would be 17? No.
16.
Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you now, these guys are gone. These guys are gone. Even with that damage.
I just killed like a
Literally clear
pile.
them out. So we'll just roll for.
No, I forgot to actually.
Not bad. I mean, this is super old. 2004.
You said
last?
37?
Yeah, 37.
Pretty good. I definitely need a different stylus.
Okay,
definitely,
that's not
you know,
the right
it's so
person.
tiny and stuff.
That's right, because we took a long rest after we killed the lizards.
Yep.
Born Gray doesn't make his save. And he looks extremely burned
Oh, yeah, we did.
at this point.
I used an arcane recovery too.
What's that?
Means one I can recover one spell slot
Actually,
for
can he do-
long rest without taking a rest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we didn't take a long rest.
Yeah, so
after.
I used
We
that
killed
to
them.
make sure that I had all my
After we
spells.
rested.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I had a feeling we'd be getting in a
I'm
good fight.
planning on
Yeah.
someday getting
And then Resmir,
the Surface Pro. Someday.
she makes her save.
Definitely need to start saving up.
So,
17.
Yeah, that
like 18 damage.
18 damage.
Yeah.
like an actual tip. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, if you round down,
Yeah.
18 and a half.
Okay, so yeah, this giant fireball just, again, you do that kind of, you do the purple spark that goes, and just explodes, and bodies fly everywhere. And at the end of it, Born Gray's kind of panting as he's still standing, and Resmir is just looking very nervous now.
Whoopsies, because
And
I
that's-
shouldn't acid breath all my teammates.
That.
And then I do the cheesy Count Dooku line. I go, twice the pride, double the fall.
And then we go back up to the top of the round with Ari.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna move up
Every time you put your
to.
name in the
That's all I wanted
goblet.
to play for the,
I
for
kind of
the,
want to take out
moss-
the last whelp,
swamp monster thing.
Right?
But
but I kind of want
for some
to.
reason my YouTube app was really
I'm gonna
slow
fight
and
the
stuff
elf.
wasn't working. I'm like,
Elf versus elf.
oh well.
Say,
Da, 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 da.
I also hate to kill a fellow elf, but you picked the wrong side, friend.
Go ahead and roll your
An
attack.
attack. First attack is a 14.
That will miss.
Okay. Second attack is a 21.
That is also going to miss because as you come in on the side, and all of a sudden this magical shield wraps around and it hits. Just it smacks right into it.
Okay. Dang. And then my unarmed strike is a 17.
I think that will also hit.
That will hit.
Or sorry, miss.
That will miss.
Yeah. So he blocks the first one with his shield. You kind of think you have the opening, and he blocks it with his magical shield. And that's actually going to use another spell slot. For
You
him.
warlock.
He is a.
Well, he used a magic missile on me, so I bet he's like a sorcerer or something.
He does have a sword and shield as well.
Some sort of multi-class fighter, battle mage.
There is a fighter called the Eldritch Knight that can do spell casting and stuff. Like, yeah.
Well, at least I'm using up his spells to
Okay.
Block me.
And then it is Thornock's turn.
I go for Resmir, and I'm going to murder her face off.
Okay.
Do it.
Very confident.
21.
That will hit.
Oh, he really is gonna kill her.
What I wanted to say.
I wanted to.
Come on, Thornock.
Little soul avatar, man.
14.
14 damage. Okay.
Also, it's really hard to do math when you guys are doing that.
What are you talking
21.
about?
21 will also hit.
Uh, 13.
13 damage. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. She is still standing.
If we kill her, what's the next step?
That's fine.
Bullywog. What are they
We
called?
can figure out
What are they
how
called?
deep this.
Bullywug.
Oh, yeah.
Then it is her turn. She is.
Flabberlax.
We'll call it.
First of all, she's going to see if she regenerates her breath. She does not. Yeah, she's going to use her action to disengage out the doors. And then she's going to use her full movement to continue running.
Dang it.
Resmir is such.
And as she opens up the door, she goes, "There are intruders in the castle!"
Sweet.
Right.
Coward.
Will someone please murder her?
We've been
I'm on the case. I need my dagger back.
Hey, Brahmin, is your turn.
All right. And at this point, I'm going to look at her and say, because she's out the door already.
Yeah, Resmir's gone. The only one left is this cultist and Born Grey.
He probably feels stupid. Now that it's
Just
gone.
bitter resentment, man.
I am going to attempt to pursue her and risk an attack of
I
opportunity.
don't know if that's worth it. There's a lot of people out there in that courtyard.
I can't let her get away. She's got my dagger.
We'll get her eventually.
So I'm going to come up with my rapier out because I can't get all that full movement. It'll be 10, 15, 20, 25. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to come up here with my rapier and I'm going to attack him.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll your attack.
And that is going to be, which one? For his blood. 9 plus 4, I think.
13.
Let's look. Plus 5. 14.
14 will miss.
Miss.
He's still got that magic shield on him as well.
Okay. And then, that's the end of my turn.
Just a second here.
There's no way to dispel that?
I don't at this moment. I don't get counterspell until later.
Well, it probably doesn't work against
On my
magic.
laptop.
Why is it working?
Try magic.
Okay, then it is his turn. So he is actually going to do. He's going to reach out with his shield hand, and it kind of opens up. It's kind of it's got the shield on the thing, and he's going to try and grab you.
That's not good.
And we'll see if it actually does anything here. I need to
Jump back.
jump up, and get down.
I'll get up. Well, not to kill him, not to sin.
But not to him.
Okay, so
Not to
this
him.
is the cantrip, and it's going to
Jump
be.
around. Jump around.
Chop around. Chop the heads till they fall down.
It's going to be a 19 hit. So you, so he grabs you. He's able to grab your wrist, and lightning just courses through your arm as he does 8 lightning damage to you. And you can't take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Yes. And then as he comes in, he's going to also bring his longsword around. Now that he's got you grabbed, and he's going to roll. Okay.
That's
A
dirty.
22.
Hits.
Okay, and then it's going to be 12 damage.
I'm getting almost dead.
And he comes in and he just kind of slices across your chest. And then we've got...
Protect the boobies.
Yeah, I just got cloth there.
Fantasy Girl Lore 101. Or Rule 101.
Yeah.
Lunera, it's your turn.
Okay. So, it is only...
You hear commotion outside at this point as well. Both through these doors and these doors.
Is there a way that maybe I could go and try and close doors?
So these ones are just kind of flung open from Resmir. These ones are closed.
Okay.
They're not necessarily locked, but they're closed.
Can I... Well...
Invoke parlay.
I don't know.
No.
Parlay!
Never say
Parsley.
Parsley.
Parlay. Anyway. So I can see if there's a way I could possibly lock the doors.
Yeah, if you'd like to, you can work on like barricading the door. Right now, there's no like all of the benches and everything are over here. Yeah, Akio does have his Ring of Arcane.
But they can still bash it in. I think we need to kill these guys.
Let me look up exactly what Arcane Lock does.
See if we just killed the entire castle.
So, what would you like to do?
Think of all that loot out there. If we don't have them here, we could just...
suggestions.
Isn't there loot in here?
Attack.
Kill the cultist.
I thought that was in the common room.
Before she gets a turn.
I shall attack the cultist.
This one?
Culty.
1,
The
2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, you can make it up there.
Alright.
Let's say we murder the whole castle.
Well, we're gonna try. Here we go. Okay.
Now you're talking.
So that's a 12 plus my 6.
Okay. That will hit.
Yeah.
18.
Cool. Oh, so for 9 damage.
Okay, she's still standing.
Other attack. 4 plus 6 is 10.
That's gonna miss.
Alright.
Then you have your bonus attack.
Yep. Here we go.
Swing and a miss.
14 plus 6, 20.
That will hit.
Awesome. For 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, she's dead.
Yay! I did it, you guys.
Good job.
Did it.
And then it is... Oh, it was her turn. She's dead now.
Kill the whelps.
Akio.
Alright, who's still standing? Just the elf?
Just the elf.
Yeah, but I don't think he's taking it. Oh, well, he took some fireball damage.
He took a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He
didn't make a save.
He singed. He didn't make a save at all.
And
Okay.
did you hit him with shatter as well? But
Yes.
he made a
Yeah, I
save
believe
for
yes.
shatter.
He made
a
it.
save, so it was...
So it was just a little.
Actually, he did make a save for shatter, right?
Oh, he did.
Resmir did.
So that's 8. So he has.
Okay, I'm just gonna cast Magic Missile at him.
Okay.
Auto hit.
Okay. Again, he is going to pull up that magic shield, which will actually just prevent magic missile damage.
Okay.
That's something specifically that shield does.
I can't
Well, he's still
Yep. So you bring it up, and this magic shield just thump, 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 and it just hits against it.
That's rough.
Tough son of a bee.
Alrighty.
I want to move, actually.
Oh, you do want to move?
Yeah. I'm getting really far away from everyone, so I'll get it.
So this is. Oh, sorry. At this point, these doors are going to burst open
Oh,
because nobody locked them or secured them in any way.
turn and face.
And you are going to turn and face as 3 guard drakes appear in the doorway.
I'm gonna die.
No way.
And then these doors are going to open up as well. Open back up.
What's behind door number 2?
Oh, what is one
It
of
was
these?
3 what?
Guard drakes.
Drakes.
Those are like mini dragons, right?
Not like the
Yes,
singer.
they're like tiny dragons.
Super.
Little miniature.
I need
Mini drakes. Mini drakes.
Call me
mini drakes.
More dots. More dots. Okay, stop more dots.
Ice knife him.
You're gonna what?
Ice knife him.
Fireball.
Because fire damage might not really affect him that much.
No.
Ice might.
Depends on the drink. Color.
The biggest Batman fan G in real life is now following us.
as and you see at least 5 bullywugger coming into this room now.
Bullywoggers.
Maybe we'll end up drawing the leader anyway.
Or maybe he's going to flee with Resmere.
Oh, I guess it could have been girl. It just went down on the screen.
Yes, Batman fan girl.
Okay, girl. The way I saw it was G in real life.
We need to roll
Girl.
a few more initiatives here.
Cuts it off a little bit.
Yeah. Apologies.
I like to play, I hate the game.
Get my updated hit points to take. I only have 7 hit points left, by the way.
Ouch.
So we need this staff of healing.
You do, as soon as it's my turn.
Yeah.
Do you go before the elf does? I think you did, right? Yeah, you tried to do a rapier.
Yeah,
I
that's
tried to
right.
stab him, yes, but he had a shield up.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me, there's still swords up there.
So from that I heard you tried to rape her.
Rape here.
Rapier.
Rape here.
Not that
Yeah, we
kind
should
of
make-
Yeah.
Should make that distinction. It's been there's a lot of stuff going around.
Don't rape. Bad.
You know, that's good advice.
I know.
If you learn one thing from our stream, rape is bad.
Rape is bad, okay?
Now let's all stop saying that word.
So are drugs. Okay.
I get flagged for inappropriate. What? I didn't do it.
Just people aware.
Okay, I've got these guys in, so Ari, it is your turn.
Attack!
Okay?
Ah. Sorry. Alright, I keep rolling off the table. 10.
10 will miss.
Next. Aha! 24.
That will hit.
Finally!
As you like put all of your power into one punch and it breaks through that magic shield.
Okay. And
Through
4.
that magic shield.
Gosh dang it.
Break right through that magic shield.
11 damage.
And it smacks right into his head and he collapses. Yes. As you hear that sickening crack as you like uppercut him.
Nice. Okay.
And you go, Hadouken!
And then.
I think you broke his jaw.
Okay, so he's toast. I still have my unarmed strike.
Yes.
Oh boy. Alright, yeah, I'm going to hope that I don't die.
That's a good hope.
You know,
Maybe we should make a
Maybe
break
we
for it
all-
and then lock all of those drakes in the room.
They'll break out.
We'll set the room on fire.
Drakes don't use
And
doors.
attack that bitch.
It's on fire!
The wall.
I'm going to spend a key.
That reminds
point.
me of The Mummy Returns. What are you doing? These guys don't use
First attack
doors.
is a 23
23 will hit.
for 10 damage.
Okay, you smack into it and he kind of stumbles back and clutches his stomach, but he's still
Okay. Second attack is a 15
that will hit.
for 8 damage.
And that second one takes him out.
Joe.
Another one bites the
Oh,
dust.
that's a kitty one.
Okay, and then it is Thornock.
Who's closest?
You are equidistant from Drakes and Bullywugs.
Take the bullywugs, please. I need them to attack you instead of me.
Okay.
Good
I made an opening for you.
Go ahead and roll your first attack, which we'll do against.
It's a natural 20.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
We do need like a great. Get a skewer, and then we're going to do like the symbol for Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Floated in the air. You are targeting this.
Actually, if we did get a toothpick with like an arrow on it, that might be pretty good so that we could
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking skewer because then you can.
27.
27. Well, yeah, he's dead. you slice his froggy face off.
Oh.
Like in face off. Next attack.
Froggy face off.
Frog dust.
If it's another natural 20, I'm calling shenanigans in a reroll.
No, it's a 9, but I have a +7, so
16.
16.
Yep, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Jeez, man, make you look bad.
12.
That's another dead bullywug.
Can I growl as a bonus action?
Yes. Feel free. What are the frogs' gulps?
Very loudly.
Quiet.
All right. Then it is Resmir. She moves more.
Where's she moving to?
Oh, somewhere.
Mesa, Arizona.
Yep.
Actually.
Brahmin, it's your
Really
turn.
nice this time.
Perfect. Okay, so Brom is going to cast another spell at the first level,
Okay.
and he's going to.
This is making me miss Anton Yelchin.
Oh. Yes, rest in peace. We miss you.
Have you ever seen?
Odd Thomas.
No, Odd Thomas.
Yeah, I've seen
Odd Thomas is amazing.
So,
But yeah, I Trolls is amazing too.
And I think what I'll do is I'm going to approach by 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast, actually by 2.
You can weave around.
Accio, I'm sorry, I'm casting Shatter.
On yourself.
Oh, not Shatter, Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave.
I'm casting a Thunder Wave.
Okay.
This is my last.
You pull out your lute and do a power chord. It's the Who. Of course it's the Who. You always have to do the Who.
Okay, and that is going to be a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Constitution. So Accio needs to make me a Constitution too.
Everything in 15 feet, and if they fail, they get knocked back. If they succeed, they take half damage. It's thunder damage.
Constitution.
Constitution.
So the one in the back succeeds, the other 2 fail.
Ooh, I got exactly 14.
So that's 2d8. No, that's 3d8. So 7 plus 4, that's 10.
7 plus 4 is 11.
Or 11, and then 15.
So 15 damage.
15 damage total.
And they're knocked 10 feet?
10 feet away, directly away, unless there's nowhere to go.
Okay. So
If there's a window.
So I take 7 damage or 6?
Yes, I can.
it's half rounded down, so 6.
Now the question. When I do a normal heal.
Their hit points are like rusted today.
Never mind, I answered my own question. This says I have to take an action. I thought I could take a bonus action for that. Next turn, yes, I can do mass healings.
Doesn't healing word just cost a bonus action?
But it's the staff of healing.
Okay.
I changed healing word out with my last level up.
Oh, because you do have the staff.
Because I have the staff of healing. But because I thought I could.
So you spend the rest of your action
bonus.
pulling out the staff.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the rest of it.
Let's see.
And just brace. Because it's going to hurt.
The elk is on top right now for the staff, by the way. Actually, no. The raven is on top.
The ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Three-eyed raven.
And you feel it kind of tingling.
Please.
And then it is... This one's going to come running back in and snap at you. The first one is going to be an 8 to hit.
8 misses.
So it tries to bite at you and it misses, then it swings its tail around, and that's going to be 24.
Okay.
I think that'll hit.
Yep,
And that does 8 bludgeoning damage.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Damage.
And then it is
8.
Orgrin is dead.
Five
Lunera,
damage.
it's your turn.
Okie dokie.
Bullywugs to the right of you. Guardrakes to the left. Bravely you rode and well into the gates of hell.
Yay. Let's go for
My brother's
Bullywugs.
favorite poem, by the way.
Bullywug.
You're going bullywugs?
I'm going bully.
Okay.
Bully. Alright.
So you jump and leap over the table.
Yes.
You'll land right here.
Skillfully. And let's get...
You cause a little like steam effect from your hooves as you land, Krampus style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I like that. Alright, here we go. Ooh. So both attacks are going to hit because 17 plus the 6.
So the first attack is how much damage?
So the first attack is 5 damage.
Okay, and the second attack
is 7 damage.
Okay, that takes out a bullywug.
Woo!
You come in and
Alright.
slice him up.
Do I have enough to...
You have your bonus action, and there is one more bullywug that
Do
you
I
can
have
see.
my bonus action? Because...
Yeah, you used your attack and your extra attack.
Yeah.
Smash him with that.
You're level 5, you get 2.
Right. Here we go. 18 plus the 6.
That will hit.
It's gonna hit for 6 damage.
6 damage, okay. You damage that bullywug,
Wait.
and then you see...
Is it unarmed strike? That's the...
No.
Okay.
It's
Alright,
just your
I just
bonus.
want to make sure.
it's your
Because I'm like, wait.
So basically, you're hitting twice with your main hand weapon and then once with your offhand weapon.
Yeah, so...
And you can see out the doors now, and Thornock, you can too, but you're kind of in a rage haze, so I didn't mention it. But there are more bullywugs streaming out of the barracks, and it looks to be about another 12 or so are streaming out of the barracks.
Come on,
and
Snapchat.
there's a few lizard folk, and they're kind of moving towards you as well. There's the 3 that were in the courtyard, but they seem to be taking a slower pace, letting the bullywugs get ahead.
Nice. We're gonna sandwich them.
So, guys, we're gonna have more company.
And then it is the bullywug's turn, the last one. He's gonna make 2 attacks against Thornock. One with his bitey mouth, which is a 5, and then the other with his spear. And yes, they all have spears, which is a 10. Okay, so both miss.
That's the
So snapping spears, every bullywug that comes up. And then it is, this one is gonna come over, and it's going to come over, actually, we're gonna go to Akio. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Bite attack is a total of 8 to hit. The tail attack, which they seem to be better with, is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of 6 piercing damage.
Forget to put their teeth out.
Okay.
They're like, I gum you.
Toothless. Huh. That's weird. I thought you had teeth.
Yeah. So
Now it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. No. This other guard drake is going to come in.
Dang it.
2 attacks on our favorite gnome.
Girl.
The first one is going to be a 10 to hit on you, Brum.
Yep. That does not hit.
Okay, and then the other one is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Squishies are standing pretty good. Akio, it's your turn.
Okay.
I just need to last until the next turn so I can take my
Is
action.
Ice Knife just a 5?
I'm trying to see.
I needed to
It's a 5 foot.
Radius is 5 foot, so
somewhere else.
Everyone's within 5 feet.
Higher. Come out, do some damage, and
So you
then
just hit 2 of them, yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna ice knife that one.
Hey, what's
To have it shatter and hit the other.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the attack first.
Okay.
As you breathe another blast of
It
frosty
is
alcohol.
18.
18 will hit.
Or sorry, 19 actually. Okay.
Well, that will
and
miss.
then-
Wait, that's the wrong edition. This isn't
It's
Daco.
a 9.
9 damage. Okay.
And then the other one
And then
has
you
to
have
make a dex of 14.
He does have to make a dex as well, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it shatters
Because it shatters.
both of them,
Yeah. So they both need to make a dex of 14.
Okay, dex of 14. The one that you hit makes it, the other one does not.
Okay, so 7 and 3.
So 3 damage. And then 7. Okay. I like when your numbers match up and give me like nice round numbers to work with.
Yeah.
It's Perfect. All right, and then it is top of the round with Ari.
Okay.
Ari, there's no more bullywugs in your way. You went, don't let these come near me, and then everybody just swarmed that way. Meanwhile, you're squished as you're being chomped on by drakes.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to this guy's the one that's taken the most damage thus far, right? He got blasted back and...
Yeah, he got blasted back, and he took some damage from the ice knife.
Okay, I'm gonna move there. And attack.
I should point out, by the way, that you fought guard drakes before in the caverns, but these are much larger.
Oh,
these are not baby drakes that were just being raised. Right. These are full-grown adults. Okay. Adults.
So my first attack's gonna miss.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what I rolled. Next one was a 23.
That will hit.
For 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
And then, oh gosh, dang it. That's good. I feel like I need to. So yeah, I'm gonna spend a key point.
You're just gonna do your flurry of blows?
Yeah.
Not your stunning strike or anything?
Oh wait.
You forgot about your stunning strike,
didn't you? Oh my gosh, that was a big deal too. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna spend a key point on that hit right there.
Okay.
Try and stun him.
Alrighty.
Thank you, kind dungeon master. It's a 14. I think it's a
Constitution?
Or it might be. Yeah, I think it's Constitution.
Well,
yeah, Constitution.
He does not make his Constitution save.
Stunned.
Okay, so you smack him in the head, and he just starts like stumbling around a little bit. So he won't get to act at all, and all attacks
are with advantage.
Yes, all attacks.
All attacks. Yeah, until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Okay, so I am not going to do a flurry of blows here. I'll just use my
bonus
regular unarmed strike. Dang it, that was a 17. Oh, 19 even better. Okay, so 19, 27, 26.
And I think, let me just look at stunned really quick here, because I don't know if it's like being incapacitated at all, but... See conditions. Just
been saving my stunning strikes for like the harder characters because lately we've just been dealing with a lot of whelps, but these guys are tougher, deserving of
290
being stunned.
292. Stunned, incapacitated, can't move, speak only faltering. Okay, so incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. It doesn't, I don't think it has any sort of, let me just check and make sure that there's no like Deus Ex Machina things. Or not Deus, coup de grace. Coup de grace.
Talking about for advantage?
Yeah, for being incapacitated and hitting them. Like seeing if there's any sort of like auto crit or something.
Gotcha. I know it says that they automatically fail strength and dexterity throws.
Yeah.
Creature attack rolls against it have advantage. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This is unconscious. You're talking stunned, right?
No, I'm talking incapacitated technically.
Can't take actions or reactions.
It doesn't have anything
That's
about
pretty
196. Let me just check with the critical hit thing.
Advantage, yeah. Can't move or speak, and can only speak falter. What is this? Thumbs it out. Yeah, it seems pretty, at least as incapacitated. That's pretty sparse as far as their description.
Yeah, I don't think. No, it doesn't say anything about getting extra damage. So.
Okay. So damage is 8.
8. Okay. 8 to that.
Stuns to the end.
Okay. Then it is Thornock. It is your turn. There's one bullywug in front of you. He's been hurt. Oh, and there's 12 more marching across the courtyard towards you.
Kill him and shut the door.
You still there, Reese?
Yeah, I'm still here. I didn't hear the last part.
There's a bullywug in front of you. It's your turn.
And there's 12 more coming towards you from the courtyard.
I'm obviously going to murder all of them.
Do it. I'll support you from behind.
Start with the one in front.
Yeah.
Because everyone at this point's gotten pretty hit, right? At this point.
Yes.
This really works.
Obviously, I'm starting from with the one in front of me.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the attack then.
19.
19 will hit. Damage.
$14.
It's a dead bullywug. Are you moving out into the courtyard?
No, come finish off this Drake.
Yeah, I'm going to run over to the Drake.
I yell over my shoulder. I'm like, help!
2, 3,
He's
4.
stunned.
Okay, yep, you can make it to the Drake. So you can roll and your next attack, and you have advantage.
My next attack has what?
Advantage.
I stunned him.
22.
Okay, roll damage.
$15.
15. Okay, it's still alive. Then it is. So at this point, Resmir is out of the fight. She's gone.
He escaped.
Yes, you, Resmir.
I must have it that time.
I'll get you next time. Get it.
Brahm, it is your turn.
Okay, from what I'm at, I am going to center myself both in my mind and I'm in the center
Of everybody but
of
Lunira.
everyone but Lunira. 10, 20, 25, 30. She's still in range. Yes! So I'm going to cast, I'm going to use 5 charges to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Alright. You slam your staff into the ground, and this swarm of golden. What color is your magical effects?
I think it'd be like a blue and purple, like intermixed, like a I'm thinking like turquoise, like my deck. Where's my deck? This one. Like a purple and a blue.
All right, so that these multicolored ravens just burst out and rush into your allies.
And that will be a 1d8 for each level above the 5th.
So 5 just cast mass, I believe. It doesn't do.
Yeah, I think it just casts using 5 charges will be
It's
1
just
5th level, so it's just a 1d8 for everyone. Is that right?
Let me just check here.
Wait. That's higher levels. That's 1d8 plus. So it's actually 3d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 3.
Hang on.
That's just if I do it above the 5th level.
Mass healing word is a 3rd level evocation. Mass healing? No, it's mass cure wounds.
Yeah, mass cure
wounds. So
wounds.
it's 5th level, and it's the targets regain 3d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
And then if it's above that, it's a 1d8
If you cast the spell using a spell slot level 6 or higher, it increases by a d8.
So when I use 5 slots, that's just to cast the base.
You just that is the max you can cast with it. Is that mass cure wounds at 5th level?
So if I use 1 charge, can I do mass cure wounds, or do I have to use all 5 charges?
You have to use all 5 charges for mass cure wounds, and then you can do 1 charge for a cure wounds, and then you can increase the spell level with another charge each.
Okay, got it. I'm just gonna do the.
So basically, the most you can do with mass cure wounds is just that base mass cure.
Okay.
The one that you are doing.
Got it. All right, so we're gonna do just 3d8, 7, 4, 2. That's gonna be 13.
So everybody regains 13 hit points.
Thank you. Nice.
Does that do everybody within 30 feet, or is it?
It says who I choose up to 6 creatures, and I choose all my teammates.
I figured.
Not the Drake, then.
Not the Drake.
Yeah, full health.
That would be very sad.
I'm back to half.
And then I guess with the rest of my whatever, I'm gonna be putting the staff away so I can have my hands for other things.
Yeah, so you can cast Cure Wounds up to a 4th level spell. Lesser Restoration for 2 charges, and then Mass Cure Wounds for 5 charges. It doesn't say that you can upgrade the mass at all. Okay.
Okay, good to know.
All right, and then it is the Drake right in front of you is stunned, so it does not do anything.
Aha.
Then it's Lunira's turn. Lunira, you're standing in a courtyard and you're seeing a bunch of bullywugs point at you after being healed. Did you get your healing, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
I just added it.
Okay, perfect.
I only had 3 damage.
Yeah, I figured you weren't too far down.
Like, alright. Okay. So, I'm gonna close the door.
Nothing going on in here. Can you like throw the table up against it or something?
Yeah, can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Is the so if I understood correctly, the common room is outside those doors.
Well,
So outside the doors is the main courtyard.
And is that where they had the gold piled up?
No, the gold is piled up right here.
It's
You
in
guys
that
have been
room.
kind of.
Okay, we're in the right room.
Yes.
Because I was thinking we were close.
It's all been kind of scattered around and slightly burned at this point.
melted together in single bricks. So we
What was your strength check?
Good thing we got a
low.
magic
What was
toolbox.
total?
Low.
Shove it all in.
Like a natural 1 low?
Or like, no,
Okay.
like a +1.
So Lunira moves to the other side of the table and she starts trying to push it, and she manages to like shake it a little bit, but she's
2 + 3. So
yeah, no, you're not able to move that quite yet. You're starting to scoot it, but
Hey.
Must be really happy.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
so the bullywugs are dead. The wolf is going to attack Akio.
All I could do
Not
was
the
just
wolf,
close the
it's a
doors.
drake.
That's all I could do.
That's an 11 to hit.
That's my AC.
That is your AC. Okay.
Mage armor.
So that's 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Dang girl.
It's too bad that overhealing.
Don't you
doesn't
have
carry
shielding
over.
too? No, I thought you had it as a spell.
Not yet.
You have feign death or whatever.
And then 10 is the other one, so yeah, that misses.
There.
What's that one? That number chronic one.
I think I got rid of
False
it when I
life.
leveled
False
up.
life. Yeah.
Did I just lose it?
Yeah, I booted it when I leveled up for a different spell.
Because you never used it.
Yeah.
Understand.
And then, oh, there it is.
It's in my spell book.
And
but it's not one of my
then Lizard's going to attack that juicy halfling, or gnome, sorry.
I take offense.
It doesn't know the difference.
Oh, I'm putting my staff.
20 to hit.
Just hit. Yes.
Okay, so the bite comes in for a total of 11 piercing damage.
I mean, piercing damage.
And then the tail strike is only a 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. But it bites and kind of shakes you around a little bit. And then it is Akio's turn.
Okay.
They have teeth. They have teeth.
They're
I'm
not
trying to
toothless.
decide
They're
how
not
strong
toothless.
this guy is.
Glad none of them manifested breath.
I will cast Shatter at him.
Okay. So you're gonna shatter probably. You
Yeah,
can do it
right
right
there.
here. And
Get both of them.
yeah, you can. I mean, your evocation, right? You can
Sculpt it.
How many people can you sculpt around?
That's a good question. Let me look.
Don't worry about me.
4 or 5.
Go on without me.
I think you'll be able to do it with only shaping it around Brahm anyway.
Class features. No, it's proficiency. No.
It's I think it is a class feature.
Yeah.
So go to like your evocation savant.
It's a Constitution save, right?
Sculpt spells.
Oh,
There
there
it
it
is.
You can create pockets of relative safety. You cast invocation
Plus
if
the spell's
it's
level.
1 plus the spell's level. So
Yeah,
it's
you'll
a
be fine
level
then.
1, so I could get 2 people safe.
Yep. Yeah, so you can cast it right here, and then you can shape it around you and Brahm.
Perfect.
So what is the save?
Constitutional 14.
14. They all miss.
Okay. So
Oh, actually, let me roll for the. Well, actually, no, they all miss. I didn't have to roll for the stun one because it gets disadvantage.
6, 10, 18 damage.
18 damage. Well, that's enough to take out the stunned one.
Nice.
Sweet.
Just a big pile of dead creatures over
imagining
there.
what Brom would be feeling, just
All
feeling
that
all this
XP.
fire around him, and he's just like, "Ah!"
There's just like a wave and it's just coming on you.
This is not where I want to be. Where I want to be.
I imagine shatter spells sounding like the sonic detonate, the sonic mine in Star Wars Episode 2.
Yeah. Which is the coolest part of episode 2, I think.
I've got this
Alright,
one spell
Alright, move up.
that I'm saving.
Attack
It allows me
that
to
guy.
do shatter and disappear and teleport somewhere else. So where I was will shatter.
That's
so I can
Oh,
just
nice.
12.
explode them.
12 will miss.
It's in my spell book. It's just not prepared
That'll
yet.
hit.
Oh, you can just run
24
away.
actually.
Yeah.
This
kinda
guy's
like
taking
face
a lot
stab,
of
but
damage,
cooler.
has he?
Yeah.
He's taking
Or
a
misty step.
bit.
Okay, let's see. It's gonna be, 5 damage.
5, okay.
And I do want to spend my last key point to stun him if I can.
Okay, what? It's Constitution save?
Of 14.
He makes it.
Not stunned. Okay, then bonus attack 22
That will hit.
for 9 damage.
Okay, he is still standing. Thornock, it's your turn.
Who's closest to me?
The guard Drake, right over here. This kind of.
I'm gonna murder him.
Okay. Roll your first attack for me.
It's a natural 20.
It's 4 tonight. Point out here.
You're keeping.
Yeah, it is.
That is amazing. Go ahead and roll me damage. It's going to be even more amazing when he actually comes down for an actual game and he rolls like crap the entire night.
As we're all walking.
He'll bring his loaded dice, he'll be fine.
They're not loaded, guys, I promise.
I mean, most of the time it is just because you have a +7 to attack.
18.
18 damage is enough to take it out.
Nice.
I move on to the next one.
Swing around here and go and roll me the second attack.
$23.
Okay, that'll hit.
$16.
That's enough to take it out.
Nice.
Okay.
Sweet.
And Dyson. Okay. Can you finish trying to push that table?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me another strength check here.
Let's try it. 13 plus 3, 16.
Yeah, so you're able to push it up against the wall.
I say, let's find a place to hide.
And you actually hear the thump 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 as the bullywugs like go feet first into it to try and.
Okay, let's take as much treasure as we can.
Put it in the toolbox.
Just open the toolbox and just start
Rage loot, come on, let's do this.
How much weight can the toolbox hold?
I would like to rage loot.
It can do up to 500 pounds.
Up to 500
Yep.
pounds.
I don't believe we have much in there at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Put all 500 pounds
fill
in.
as much as we can.
Let's rage loot. Let's do it.
Rage loot. Use a key point to gather loot. I believe I get that.
So you look out those doors and there don't appear to be anybody there. You can close them and everything.
Akio, do you want to lock the door?
Yeah, lock them.
Yeah, I'll use my ring and lock.
Lock both of them.
Yes.
All right,
How
so
many
you,
charges? You got 3 charges?
Yeah, I'll just hold up my ring.
yep. So you just kind of place it against the door and you just see this kind of swirling pattern form through it.
Yeah. Aloha Mora, B.
No, that opens it.
Unlock.
Fine.
Angie Alora.
Reverse aloha.
I don't know what it is, but
Aloha, Mora.
More hello.
Maloha Laura.
So are we staying to gather everything? Like, are you guys spending that much time?
No,
I mean,
just
how
as
much
much
is
as
there?
we can get before
There's
At a glance.
there's a small pile, you know.
I say we take 4 minutes and get as much as we can.
let's get it all. We locked the doors. We threw some tables up against it. Come on, I'm greedy.
Dallin casts Gust so it flies around and you guys are like grabbing it and trying to hold it against your body like one of those machines in the wall.
I do need to try and find a
Slow
place to
motion
take a short
montage.
rest if we can.
Brahms frolicking.
A nook we can.
So you find a total of 450 gold pieces. 520 silver pieces.
Okay.
80 platinum pieces.
Ah, that's a lot.
And 22 semi-precious stones
Okay.
of unknown amount.
Okay.
Well, let's.
So,
Time out.
So, okay.
Start over.
Yeah, so that was, sorry, 400 and what gold?
450 gold pieces.
Okay, 450 G. Silver was 2 something.
520 silver pieces.
And then 80 platinum.
Yep.
And Thornock, are you doing the detailing on
And
what we keep in
22
there?
semi-precious.
Stones.
Question mark?
Huh?
Sorry. I was asking Thornock, since he has the bag, if he's doing the...
Actually,
I'll hold everything, but I can't count.
We can split it up later. Just worry about.
oh, and you also find a kind of this clear, sparkling silver potion.
Clear.
Pop the lid and drink it. No, I'm just kidding.
Potion.
Immediately.
Okay. And then, like,
vulnerability.
let's
Go, kill
go.
everything.
So back to the room that we
Okay.
came from with the centipedes,
Okay.
guys. Do
So
you want to like maybe try
as you guys are heading
down the
out
stairs?
the hall, you start hearing war drums off in the distance.
Ooh, they're fighting. Nice. They're attacking. Let's go up and
So you guys move out of the Great Hall. Again, there's a room here with kind of the planks and everything, and then you've got your centipede room that you guys killed them in here.
Right.
And then this room has a staircase leading up and a staircase leading down.
I mean, do we risk? I kind of want to go up and see if we can like
Get a bird's eye view.
get a view and maybe take a short rest up there while we're eating popcorn and watching the battle in the courtyard or something.
I have popcorn.
Well,
I have popcorn.
randomly
Did we-
cast
In that
fire
tray,
spells every so often.
did we recognize anyone who matched the description of the Bollywog that we were looking for?
No.
Which we still need to find him.
Well, I mean,
He's probably out.
it might have been enough. He said that like when the bollywogs start moving, we're gonna attack. So he might have thought, hey, they took him out, and then be like, they didn't take him out, but now we're fighting.
Oh,
I don't
crap.
know. I guess we'll see.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not war drums for
So
everybody
we're gonna
to
go
come
up a
try and
level?
kill us.
Yeah, let's go up a level.
I just want to find a window. And take a
And as soon as you
rest
put down, if
somewhere.
there's another level, let's go up that another level then. That way we can get a cycle of all that.
To this level here. Oh, and you, let's see, I need the right book here. The room that you enter, level 3, level 2 here. There's another staircase leading up.
Oh, wow.
And let's see.
This place has 3 levels.
And then there's 2 doorways from this room. One leading out that way and the one leading
Does
this way.
anywhere on this map have a view of the courtyard?
From
where we
where
are
you
at.
are, you can't see anything other than the room you're in.
Okay.
There is a small window here, which would be able to look out over here.
Okay. Let's peek out.
Let's
What do we
peek
see?
out.
You see a bunch of lizard folk and bullywugs moving towards the entrance together.
Together.
Mm-hmm.
Crap.
And you hear the drumming coming from this area,
From the like
the barricade.
Got it.
Yeah.
I really want to project my voice and be like, Snapjaw!
No, don't.
What?
It'll give us away. Let's take a short rest
pissed.
and heal as much as we
Yeah,
can.
I'm pissed at him. He didn't follow
Hopefully
through.
they won't be able to find us within the space of an hour.
He didn't follow through. He's a liar.
Well, I mean, we didn't take out
Wasn't
the
our
Holy
fault.
One either.
We were trying to.
Yeah, we were.
Okay,
We didn't do very good.
So you guys are sitting there, kind of trying to recover, just in this room.
Is that okay with everybody?
Was there
I'll lock the door behind me with my third and final charge.
Which door do you lock?
The one that from below, where we just came.
There's no door. It's just a staircase leading up. Yeah.
So we locked those doors already.
We
Yeah.
already locked the 2.
Okay, so then we're fine, I guess.
Maybe.
Is there another door we can go through to hide?
There's 2 doors. There's one leading here and one leading here.
But we don't know what's behind them.
Can I press my ear?
through the door.
Can I press my ear against this door and see if I hear anything?
Let's see here. This door right here.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me your perception check.
7.
No, there doesn't appear to be anyone in here, as far as you can hear.
I think there's anyone in here,
Wait. I think we should all give it a try. Give a try.
Sure, I want to listen.
You see more. Whoever's watching at the window sees more bullywugs streaming from the swampland, and more lizard folk, like coming from outside, heading towards the castle.
Fantastic.
Oh, we got ourselves stuck.
Oh, we're not done.
We gotta kill that dude, and then the bullywugs will fall apart and cut off the head. They're all.
Yeah, we don't know where it is. And
maybe we should call him out.
No, let's take a rest.
Like what we did with Scion, right?
I need to rest.
Remember when Scion called us out?
I'm at half health and I'm out of key. I can't fight anymore until I take a rest.
Can we hold up for 4 hours though?
It's just 1 hour. A short rest.
Oh, that's all it is for you?
Yeah.
But that's a short rest.
That's a short rest.
Oh,
well, 1 hour is a lot of time for them to.
It is a very long time.
Well, do you guys want to go?
I'm out of rages.
Do you want? Yeah. And when do you recover them? After a short or a long?
Long rest.
Dang it. Oh, man. We're fighting crippled. And you guys are running low on spells too.
I got 4 first level spells. I've burned all my bigger ones.
I got 2 first level, 2 second level, and 1 third level left.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you want to go up? Do you want to try and find a?
And if I can see him, I can message him.
Let's go. Let's go up. We'll go up the stairs.
Okay, going up the stairs.
Going up the stairs.
So we can get a good vantage point.
Okay, you come up here again. You've got 2 rooms that you can see.
You know, the higher we go, the more falling damage we take.
Not me.
You actually enter into a sleeping chamber up here.
A sleeping chamber?
Yep.
Okay.
But there doesn't appear to be anybody in here. Just
Anybody in here sleeping?
When we get into the sleeping
lock
room,
ourselves in there.
I want to pull out my my robes.
Your robes? Okay.
My purple.
Alright, you can go ahead and slip them on really quick.
I'm gonna put those on. Can I put them on over my armor since I'm small?
Uh,
And they were pretty big.
So we can go in this door or this door, basically, right? I say we go in this door, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so that leads you to. It looks like there is 3 stools, 3 writing desks, and a basin of water in here.
Okay.
And looks like there's some open books in here as well.
So study room or something. Any windows looking out?
Nope, no windows in this room.
You guys want to try and take a short rest here? Lock the door behind us.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Let's try it.
Okay, so you start taking your short rest, and you hear soon enough you hear the padding of footsteps coming up the stairs. It will only be about 20 minutes.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna pop a potion of healing, please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if I have one.
2d4.
I'm gonna take my potion of healing too.
Ooh, I have a potion of
Plus
greater
2.
healing.
That's 5.
It sucks.
Whatever.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
4 plus 4. My potion of greater healing. Nice.
Alright.
And then you hear jiggling at the door as you guys are drinking your potions.
Tell everybody to hide. Or quietly. Find a place to hide. I'll handle this.
Crazy.
Okay.
Because I look pretty bloodied, right?
Yeah, you do.
Like pretty beat up? Okay. I'll tell them. I'm like, I'm going to tell them that they went this way.
Prisoner.
Just everybody hide. Hide really quick.
I'll like get. You said there were desks and.
Yes.
What else?
Writing desks and stools.
Anything
Why did we
doorknob
pick
can
this
hide in?
Well, you go out.
Okay, I'm gonna.
We'll
So
hide
we're in
behind
the room
desks.
and they're coming up the stairs jiggling.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll hide behind the desks.
I want to go to the door and be like, "Help! They've locked me in here. They've gone that way down or out the." Is this a room?
Yeah, there's a room, and then there's that there's another door.
They continued up the stairs. Please go.
This is the top level.
Oh, this is top level. Go. Do we know it's a top level?
Yes.
Okay,
There's no more stairs, as far as you can see.
Yeah.
Reel that one back in.
They went through the other door.
They I don't know where they went, but they've locked me in here and beat me up pretty good.
Go ahead and roll me a deception check.
16 plus 10, that's
26.
I command you, as one of your superior officers, make it happen.
The bullywugs go through the other door, quick! And you hear the other door open and the patting of feet, and then the one at the door says, "We'll get you out of there." And then starts you could hear as it's starting to try to jam.
Hold on, wait. I think I might be able to get unstuck from this side. If you go look elsewhere, it's more important that we find these people than you get me out of this closet.
Well,
I want my revenge. Go.
One more. It's going to be persuasion at this point. Deception.
5 plus 10, 15.
15.
I should take you to Farbex.
I agree. Yes. Is it? Do we arcane lock this? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was his last one.
He can. He can just.
Is everyone in a place where they can't?
Everybody go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Akio becomes the wall.
24.
The Homer,
Yep.
The Homer Simpson into the bush.
Yeah.
I'm just against what up.
What'd you roll? 7? So, and then Thornock, what'd you roll for your stealth?
Thornock fell asleep.
No. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
He rolled fine. I just rolled for him. So you're pretty sure that they won't be able to spot Thornock under a desk, and Ari is up on the ceiling, in the rafters, and Akio's just kind of minor illusioned a wall in front of him, so it looks like there's just more wall.
I'm just gonna ham it up.
But Lunira is definitely visible behind her stool.
I'm gonna ham it up, and as soon as the door, I'm gonna be holding my head.
He's got his spear at the ready still.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, what are you pointing that at me for?
Yeah.
They've already beat me to death. Come, take me. Let's go.
Yeah, you two come with me.
Yes.
Come.
Okay. I don't have robes.
So they
Plus, I don't look bloody.
lead you out into the courtyard.
Come, initiate.
Yes, master.
So as we're leaving, I guess I want to try and message.
Okay.
Is he pointing behind me?
No, he's not pointing. He
away?
after you said don't point that thing at me, he put it back up and he's leading you back down.
So and I'm going to message and be like, I hope you can rest up quick.
Yeah.
And we'll just go.
So they take you out to the courtyard, down the 2 flights of stairs, and out into the courtyard. There's no cultists around.
Okay.
There is a mass of bullywugs, and you're passing them as you're going through the Great Hall and everything. They're picking up the few pieces of loot that you weren't able to grab, a few coins, and they're kind of fighting over it and everything. And then you go out of the courtyard and you see just this big mass of them, and standing on top of 2 other bullywugs is a very fat-looking bullywug. He looks like this.
Okay, I see. He's got the croc head on top of him.
Yes.
Farblex.
Farblex.
Bob, is this Farblex?
Yes.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, he's the only bullywug who would fit that kind of description.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if this was their uprising and that's why.
Which way they go?
I'm not sure. They hit me upside the head. Thankfully, she was here to waken me from my slumber, but I wasn't able to see which way they went. I know they aren't in the top part of the tower. They seem to have gone down. 16.
And his eyes go wide, and he goes,
Down into the dungeon?
Perhaps. That's the only logical place that they could have gone. Why have you not checked down there yet?
Scour the dungeon!
And a bunch of bullywugs start hopping off in that direction.
How much of the mass left?
Probably about maybe 10 or so.
How many are left in the corner?
Maybe about 50 or so.
50. Okay.
Yep.
Where else have you checked?
We're searching castle up That way, Resmir gone. She say she leaving.
Why would she leave at a time like this?
She's running.
This is unacceptable.
I see Borngray dead. That means me, man of castle now.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Are you sure you've checked everywhere? I would advise that you find these people at once and disperse everyone into patrols.
We search. You probably should get Resmir's things.
Indeed. Where will I find these so I can get them to her?
And he snaps his fingers and one of the bullywugs stands at attention. Just some random one. He's not even sure if he was the one who was being called. But he tells, and he's like, lead them. And he leads you back in through, it's going to be, you're back to level 1 here. So he's going to lead you in through these doors. Okay. So you enter into, and actually he snapped his fingers at a lizard folk, not at a bullywug. And the lizard folk leads you in. And he leads you into the first door and he turns around and he goes, you were supposed to kill Barbex.
He said, it is in process, my friend. It is at current, we cannot get in with that many people outside. But we will, it will be done.
Deal.
I am not breaking deal. I've killed a great deal of many people, and if you don't want to be next on my list.
Yeah, I hear about the lizard folk you kill.
Oh, okay, let's not fight at a time like this. We
Indeed.
promise we will keep our word to kill Fabrica.
And if you don't believe us, look at that hallway full of dead people.
And he leads you through, this is actually a chapel area.
Okay.
He leads you through, there is a very actually finely done effigy of Tiamat in here, wooden effigy carved out of the...
Okay, so this is like a shrine to Tiamat?
Yep. And he's going to lead you through and up the stairs. I believe he leads you to level... I don't know why I even...
Is anyone in there?
No.
We're resting as furiously as possible.
I'm trying to buy you time, guys. Trying to buy you time.
We only needed 40 more minutes.
Let's see. He's going to lead you up to the 3rd floor again, which is... So he leads you up here.
And as we're walking, I want to ask him, how many do we have in our lizard forces?
That's a good question.
I want to just kind of get our sitcom, or situated. What is it?
Sit
rep, not sitcom. Sit rep. Situational.
26 around.
26 round.
Maybe another 60 or so.
Were they intermingled with in the courtyard, or?
There were a few in the courtyard. That's all true. Okay, so he leads you up to the 3rd level.
Okay.
There is... You enter on the 3rd level to...
This is kind of the dark space is this is a rampart that's at the top, right? And the dark space is unwalkable.
Yep. Okay. So he leads you to Resmir's office, which is this area that you two find yourself in.
Okay.
The 3rd floor of the old chapel is converted into living quarters. Blah blah blah. Furnishings, very lavish furnishings. Let's see, the front chamber. Several smaller tables stacked with inventory and reports that you guys can gather up.
Okay.
There aren't too many. It looks like
so I'm gonna write all those down.
Yeah, inventories and reports.
Inventories and reports for Resmir.
Mm-hmm. And you see there's 2 onyx carving of black dragons that flank the top of the staircase. They look like they could be valuable, but they're 400 pounds apiece.
Are they? It's made of onyx.
So as you're going through the notes, you do see something that says the word Drazir on it. It's just a scrap of paper that has a single word. Draezir.
Okay. So I got the inventory reports, 2 onyx carvings that are way too heavy.
Mm-hmm. So he points over to here and he says, sleeping chambers in there. Hurry up.
Okay. Let's see what we can find. So we're going, I guess we're both searching.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys enter into, there is an armor stand with a spare suit of scale mail armor on it. It is half dragon sized, so unfortunately probably nobody's going to be able to wear it
yet.
We
can get it fitted.
So that's a scale mail.
And you guys are kind of just searching quickly. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom perception check.
18 plus 2. I don't think I think it's +0. Perception. +1, 19.
19.
5 plus 2, 7. I'm completely oblivious. That one was a 17.
So you open up the wardrobe.
Okay.
Let's see, and
Don't tell me a bullywug jumps out.
no, a vial of acid explodes on you, dealing
Oh no!
Ow!
some damage.
Ow! Acid in the face!
Not the face! Not the face! Oh, that's ouch.
Who's trapped?
28 damage. Acid damage.
Wow.
To both of you.
No!
Actually, let's have you go and roll a dexterity saving throw. It does say dexterity saving throw later on.
Natural freaking 20!
Okay, so half damage.
You would have died.
I would have died.
Half damage.
How much is that?
Flip!
You actually also have disadvantage on this roll. So you don't want to go over.
Well, I mean, that's fine, because I just rolled a natural freaking 1.
Oh.
So yeah, 25 acid damage to you.
Okay, 25. So mine is.
Wait,
12.
I thought it was 28.
Oh, sorry, 28. Yeah. So it's 14.
I'm gonna gasp at what happened and be like, oh, no, and then I'm gonna pull out the staff of healing and I'm gonna tap her on the forehead. With We're actually I'm gonna use 2 charges because that's a lot of health she lost.
How many
On
charges
cure
does
wounds.
that mean?
I have 2 more charges.
Okay, so as the acid sprays over the room, most of the furnishings and other
Crap.
objects in the room, including a dragon statuette, are half dissolved, including all of her wearer of purple robes and everything like that.
No.
The only item that seems to survive is a pair of, they look like dragon claws almost, but they look like they could fit onto human hands.
Huh. Her slippers.
Well,
No, you can have
Like,
brass knuckles.
Her gloves.
Yeah, get
12
him.
health for you.
Get him. Get him for
Yeah,
Ari.
grab
fist
them.
weapon.
Those are like dragon gauntlet-ish things on fight.
Yep. Go ahead and just write down insignia of claws.
Sig of cloud. Okay. Alright, guys.
And you got
Are you
spear
alright?
armor, right?
Oh.
But everything else in this room is just dissolved into nothing.
Well, I guess that's that. Check. We're done.
Okay, and so you go out, and the lizard folk is gone.
Okay. So,
This could be problematic.
should we go back to the others?
These are 20-foot squares, or are these
20-foot squares.
2, 4, 6,
Anybody got a
8?
flying spear?
I can do. I believe it's 120 feet, so I should be within 120 feet of the other rampart, right?
So you can't. The rampart ends here. This is like
If I use
blank space.
message, is what I'm hoping to do. Is there a portcullis in these ramparts that I would be able to speak through? 'Cause I think there's a limitation on.
It says if you know where we are.
So yeah, I think it's if we know you know where they are, you can speak through stone and everything.
1 foot of through. Oh, it's 1 foot of
One
stone.
foot of stone. Yeah, these are 10-foot stone ramparts.
So if I spoke through,
You wouldn't be able to speak to
I'll just
them.
be able to speak
Nope.
through them. There's no windows. Okay.
Nope.
Shoot. All right. well,
Actually, there is a window right here.
is there a window in the other one?
There is a window in the other one. Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna speak through the window to the other ones and be like, guys, we got hurt pretty bad, but I think we're okay. They think I believe they think we're with them. They are looking for you guys, but we're okay. We're gonna go back downstairs and get a situation, see what's going on, and if the leader is vulnerable.
I say, do we still have a chance to cause a war here if we can take out
Yes.
the leader?
It seems that the lizard people are still very anxious for us to hold up our end of the bargain. And
Any sign
Resnir
of
is
Resnir?
gone. We've got. I've got some. Do I know if onyx is valuable enough to try and break a chunk off?
These it wouldn't be worth anything.
Okay.
It's
There's these really large
statues.
things, but we can't seem to find anything valuable. But when we get back, we have some things that we can.
You guys took the scale mill, right?
You're gonna carry a full set of scale mail down.
I could probably.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to be carrying her things.
Yeah.
So my assumption is that.
Oh, actually, sorry. That was in the room. It's been dissolved by acid.
I didn't get in my bag fast. Okay, so we've got the other stuff.
Okay, so you guys head back down to the main courtyard.
Yeah, we're gonna head down to the main courtyard.
Okay, you stop anywhere on your way?
I want to check doors on the way down.
Okay. So there's nothing in these two rooms. They just appear to be like a sitting room and like an observation sanctuary. The second level doesn't really have anything. It looks like this was Dralmore's area.
Okay. And no.
Let me actually just
check
if.
I'm looking for like tactical papers or anything that sparkles.
Valuable.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I don't want to.
12 plus 1, that's 13.
So you go down the second level and you open up the door to Born Gray's sleeping room.
Okay.
And you see there's a raven in here.
A raven?
Yep.
A live raven?
Yes.
Does it look familiar?
It looks like a raven. And when you open up the door, it looks over at you and it cocks its head and it says, "Hello."
Hello. We were told to collect things for Resmir and others. We've been left behind.
Is that the story you're telling everyone?
Indeed. Are you? Do I know you?
I believe we have met before, yes.
Oh, yes, from the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, indeed. What are you doing in a place like this?
Well, you know, my work takes me a lot of places.
Indeed, indeed.
So you're here to what? Pillage?
Pretty much.
All right. And he looks over and he goes, "You'll want to go over there then."
Oh, very good, very good. And I want to pull out a platinum piece.
Okay.
And give it to him because I know he's like shiny things.
Delightful. And he takes it and he does the usual sweep with his wings and it disappears. So go ahead and -1 platinum piece.
No, I'm done.
And then he expertly undoes the lock on the cage and flutters out to the window and he goes, "Well, I believe my work here is done.
Fair enough.
You have a friend with you, a wizard, correct?"
We do, indeed, yes.
I would recommend he check out the northwest tower.
Very good, very good. And we are, as always...
If you have time before you're murdered, of
We
course.
are very true. We do appreciate your help, nevertheless.
Well, good day to you,
Indeed.
ma'am. And he flutters out the window.
Okay.
who this raven is.
Well, but I guess we pop the lock open and see what's inside.
Hey, so you do find a loose floorboard under a rug. The hiding
In a
place
cage.
was. You find a strong box containing.
What was the first one? Strong.
It's a strong box. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
It contains 200 gold pieces.
Okay.
200 silver pieces, and 10 precious stones, which you'll want to reference page 56.
Okay, 56. Okay.
Why don't I'm kind of keeping track of all the money here. 200 gold, 100 silver.
100 silver and 10 precious
precious
stones. And that's 56.
Yeah, page 56.
And then for the semi-precious stones, you'll want page 53.
Okay.
That's also in this area?
Yep.
How many was semi-precious? Was that the 10?
The 22.
22, okay.
Yep.
And then 10 precious.
All right, and then you guys continue back down. You don't find anything else of value in any of the other rooms. And you go back out and you see that there's a few less lizard folk and a few more bullywugs at this point. And Splattergoo looks over and he says, anything to report?
We've got all of her effects. It seems that someone has been tampering with her personal effects. The room's in pretty bad disrepair. You might want someone to clean that up. But we are prepared to take this to her. Where did she say that she wanted them delivered?
She went down to the dungeon.
To the dungeon. All right.
Where she disappears.
Okay. Thank you very much.
When you see Resmir, tell her deal is off. This Splattergoo's castle now.
Very well. As it should be. Now, I'm curious. I would like to have some people help me carry these effects. Do you have any lizard folk around that I might be able to have do it for me?
And he looks over at the lizard folk and he nods and he says, "Help them." And the lizard folk grudgingly come over.
All right. Could you please Could you please go and check for me? I think I left something up in the, and I'm going to refer to the tower that would make sense to them.
Which
the one that we went up on? I don't know
where your partners are.
Where our partners
okay,
are.
Yes.
Could you go check on some things I left up there for me? And I want to. Do I recognize any of these lizard folk? I need you to go check on these. It's very important.
And they just kind of tromp off without another word.
And if you find anything, please bring them back or bring it back to me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me one more deception check.
22.
Okay. Okay, they move off a few minutes later. It's probably been about 40 minutes now.
Okay. Have any of the bullywugs dispersed, or are they still in force?
They're still kind of tromping around. Splattergoo gets reports every now and then from a bullywug saying no dungeon, no in dungeon, no in Northeast Tower.
Okay.
No in anywhere we can find.
I guess while we're sitting in the corner, Lunaire, what do you? I mean, we need to take to do this, and this is in my message whisper.
I say we treat him to a drink.
Intriguing. Because there is a galley near the opening, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good idea. And I'm going to hail him.
So the lizard folk come down at this point with your friends.
Okay.
Did we want this?
Wait, do we not have a choice in whether or not we go with them?
No, you'll be all right. They convinced you that your friends were looking for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And Splattergoo looks over and he goes,
"More cultists."
Indeed. These are some of the help. I needed more, and I was curious. In honor of you becoming the new herald of this castle, the new supreme ruler, if you would. I was curious if you'd like to have a drink with us.
Bah, no time.
No time.
Go down to dungeon and get out of my sight.
You're a busy man.
We insist, please.
My fingers are itchy right above my wand.
Ari,
I say we might have to come back later to try and take this guy out. I don't know that we can.
We need to get some way to get the message to our friends. But I would say, so he refused again?
yes, he refused.
I'm curious, what deal did you have with Resmir?
Once their work is done, we take castle. But now, their work too costly. We take castle now.
Indeed, you're very astute. And I've met many a leader in my day, and you have the mark of a great leader.
What astute me?
While he's asking that, I'm like, and
Please hold.
I just want to say, like, see if he'll, give us a place to rest before we go down in the dungeon. Say that you've obviously been beat up by everybody.
Indeed. I'm feeling a little bit weary. We did have a room at some point. Would it be okay with Your Majesty, or whatever you'd like to be called, if we might find a place to rest for a moment? You could see that I'm pretty worse for wear.
Persuasion.
19, 29.
And he kind of puffs out his neck, and then he lets it out in a low croak.
Fine. Take normal rooms and clear out in morning.
Thank you very much. We will indeed. We'll be out of your hair. If there's anything you need, please let us know.
And he drops down and leads you out of my castle.
And moves in, and he'll move off into the back into the barracks. Okay. And as he does, he goes, "Back to your posts!" And all of the bullywugs just start hopping away.
Exactly. Everything.
And that is where we will leave it tonight, because it is really late.
Yes, but it was just so intense. Yes. Can we take a long rest, or do we need to wait?
If you would like to take a long rest tonight, you can. Yep. Let me actually get you experience and stuff too.
Oh yeah, we killed a ton of stuff.
You did kill a lot. And I'll also let you use detect magic as a ritual, These insignia claws are a wondrous uncommon item. The jewels in this insignia of the Cult of the Dragon flare with purple light when you enter combat, empowering your natural fists or natural weapons. While wearing the insignia, you gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls you make with unarmed strike and natural weapons. Such attacks are considered to be magical. Like this entire time that you've been like searching for like +1 stuff, I'm like,
this is very curious. This is curious indeed. I don't know. Maybe we should test these out. All right. Do you ever throw one of these? I have no use for this. This is drivel.
Oh, and you can also identify that potion. It is a potion of greater healing.
Oh, nice.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Can we, for the sake of now that we're all together, I know that Thornock is kind of storing most of our loot, but would it be okay if we just divvied it up?
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's up to you guys.
See. Is that okay with everybody?
Let's divvy it.
So 650 divided by 5.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, everybody gets 130 gold.
160.
And then
We are the champions.
124 silver.
You are the lucky people.
Woo! Good thing you got such high persuasion.
I know, it's like, this is totally gonna blow up in our face. And as he's walking down, I'm like, great, it's probably gonna be like they all had a mutiny, and they're gonna kill any cultist they see.
Yes.
Sorry. One more time. So it was 130 gold.
130 gold, 124 silver. It's gonna be
Yes.
like, let's see, I guess we'll have to say, everybody gets 4 semi-precious stones. Well, where do we write that? I guess we're gonna have to just write that in your miscellaneous.
Yeah, just write that in miscellaneous.
4 semi-precious stones and 2 precious stones.
And I gave you those claws. So it's between whoever, but I've assumed that.
Oh, dude, if they're for unarmed, yeah, because it gives bonus to unarmed strikes. I need them.
And I will also detail, I guess, just
I will
for
spend
brevity,
all of my DK
where we want to have them look.
points.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So you tell the party of the Raven
Yes,
again.
of the Raven and the and Akio.
And that Akio should check out the northwest tower.
I take note.
Okay. I just want to go over the loot one more time. So it was 130 gold, 124 silver, 4 semi-precious stones, and then 2 precious stones, correct?
Right, and there's platinum as well. Hold on.
Okay.
6. And then, where's my...
26 plus 4 charges.
And then let's see, platinum was...
And I did the recharge on that staff.
Okay.
That I rolled.
How many did you get?
There were 6 and so were 8 charges out of 10.
16 platinum.
16 platinum. Okay. 16.
Okay.
And then is everybody ready for experience?
Yes, although could you tell me? Well, maybe after I might need to ask you about those claws.
Reese, did
again.
you get all that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
The experience is 560 experience each.
501.
60.
Yeah.
560.
What? 5, 6.
Only we would've killed Rezmir. We were close.
Yeah, you did not get full credit for Resmir. And I'm also giving 100 experience to Brahm for his excellent speakeasies.
Yes, that was nice. Nice deception work.
6.
That was to who?
Brahm.
Wrong.
Yeah, no, he deserves it.
And in fact, why don't you take? There were an extra 2 semi-precious stones.
Okay.
So take those as well, especially since you gave up that platinum to the Raven.
And I'm giving you inspiration as well. Yeah. Because I don't hand that out enough.
Let's see. What was he doing?
So there should be a magic item on there called Insignia of Claws.
Insignia of Claws?
Yeah. Because if Fuzzy, if you have the Horde of the Dragon Queen of the Tyranny of Dragons, do you have that in your list?
We have all of them,
yeah, so the magic item should show up if you search in your magic items.
Okay.
You can search for Insignia of Claws.
And I believe Blood Hunter subclass.
The what?
Blood Hunter subclass for Critical Role. And all those precious stones was page 56, is that right?
The precious stones were 56, and then the semi-precious were 53.
Insignia of Claws.
Yep.
Okay. Page 53.
And it doesn't even require attunement. Fantastic.
Flare with purple light when you enter combat, empowering your natural fists.
Hadouken!
+1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls you make with unarmed strikes. Dude, that's so freaking awesome.
Can I take all those reports and can we put those in the... There's your single word name, the Drazier. That was just a piece of paper that had it on, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to take all of those papers so they aren't damaged because I don't really have a good way to transport them. See if we can put them in the toolbox of holding.
Okay.
Is that cool with
so
you,
you can slide those in and everything.
Who wants the potion of greater healing? I mean, obviously we all
that's good
do,
with me.
Okay.
but
I think Akio or Brahm should get the potion.
yeah, give it to the squishies.
Bro, seems like you get more combat situations than I do.
I agree.
You should take it.
That's a greater healing, or
He also has the Staff of Healing, though.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
True.
Yeah, but that's more of like a general purpose.
If you die, we'll take the potion.
Yeah. Box of holding. Got it. And that, was that confirmed that it was a greater?
Yeah.
We'll put that Tennessee out. That's what I was getting worried about, is I thought that dragon Drake was going to knock me out. I wouldn't be able to do any healing. Like, crap!
And that is it tonight, guys. Good job.
Long rest.
Good job, guys.
Yeah!
Dude.
Good job not dying.
Yes.
What's
people.
Arian, what's your experience at?
Only 92, 95, so I'm coming up on the halfway point.
I'm like a quarter.
What's that?
I'm like a quarter of the way.
Well, you weren't here.
Yeah, you should have gotten experience from last time for something or other.
I'm at a quarter-ish, like 8,000.
I'm really probably closer to a third than a half.
Yeah. Probably about where 8,635-ish.
Trying to think.
Perfect.
Dude, I'm so excited about those claws. Oh my gosh.
Pretty exciting.
Well, Sissy Riddle, thank you for everyone who has joined. Everyone on the stream in the chat room who's participated.
If anybody's on still watching, you're the best fans.
Yeah, go to bed now.
Gosh.
We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.